Hello, everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh, our Patreon Greyhawk campaign. I am joined here by our lovely Patreons. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Shout out to our Patreons. Because of them, all of the wonderful things at our channel are possible. With their support, we do one-shots, we do marathons, we do a bunch of cool things here at this channel. If you want to find out what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out this link. And you can come hop into our Discord, both of which are in the chat right now. Before we go around and reintroduce everyone and who they're playing, I just want to remind you that there are ways you can interact with this game. You can do so for free with channel points that you will accrue just by lurking, interacting, chatting. These can be used to redeem a blessing, which is an advantage die, which means it gives a pocket reroll to the player of your choice, including myself. Every 10 retweets, nope, we don't have a tweet, I forgot to do that. If you want to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. Why is my web captioner being silly? Don't do that. Don't do that, come on. Perfect, I fixed it, I pushed the button, everything's fine. Okay. Yes, we do have 3 outstanding cards from last session, and I will introduce those into the game as they are appropriate. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's start off with Emma. Please tell me who you are, where I can find you, and who you're playing tonight.
Hi, I'm Emma. You can find me in my house. Also, online at twitter.com/EmmaPanada or twitch.tv/EmmaPanada. On my Twitch channel, I do TTRPG streams. It's all pretty new. I just started a couple weeks ago. Right now, we have 2 campaigns going. One of them is Curse of Strahd, run by Matihi in the chat, and we're 2 episodes in on that, and it's been fantastic so far. The other one is Kids on Bikes, and we're going to be starting episode 1 in 2 Sundays from now. So that's also very exciting. But other than that, yeah, you can find me in Discord hanging out. But I am playing Arlen. She is a Triton cleric, and is just a great time.
Excellent, thank you. Next, we have GeekDice.
Hello, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here when we play every other Wednesday. Wednesday. And also you can find me every Sunday over at Greyhawk Tales, where we're playing another Greyhawk game. So today, once again, I'm playing KayBee. He is a Finadiri, aka a Fae, artificer, a little guy, long retired, but now out of retirement and seeking what it means to be a real adventurer.
Excellent, thank you, thank you. Next, we have GodfatherWraith.
Hi, I'm GodfatherWraith, GFW. Pretty much call me anything you want as long as it's not late for work. I'm playing Garen. He's a human rogue, former scout in the Royal Military. He retired because he just made the mistake of letting them promote him, and he decided he wanted to be an adventurer instead. And so now he's here.
Excellent.
Wherever here is.
Yes, we are in Saltmarsh, which is in the Kingdom of Kyoland, on the world of Greyhawk. And our story tonight is going to be in the haunted house, 3 miles outside of Saltmarsh. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but last, certainly not least, Zombie Fighter 89!
I can be least, it's fine. Hello, I am Jacob, I am Zombie, I am Z, and whatever you'd like to call me. Hopefully nothing bad, please. I am the, I guess, Clipmaster, history lore, whatever you want to call me, of the channel and many other channels, including Emma's channel, where I've been kind of spreading some love over there a little bit too with all the clips. And so for me, not every single, majority of Mondays, I'm over on YouTube.tv or God damn it, I'm used to Twitch. YouTube.com/Knights of Nerdvana, where we do nerdy news and all that. That's at 10 p.m. Eastern on Mondays, and occasionally I will stream here on Twitch. If I don't end up streaming this week, next week on July 28th, I'll be doing sort of a pre-celebratory birthday stream at least. I plan then book that out for myself. So at least I'll play something because I want to play, where did I put it? I want to play me some Kirby. And I haven't actually I've never played this Kirby game before. So it'll be a fun little experience for me. And I play Finn Carson, who is sort of a ranger researcher. He has been sort of on the hunt of this great evil that has plagued his town, his family, and other stuff that hasn't really been said yet. But he has been sort of motivated to find this evil, so he's gotten together with this lovely band of misfits, and we have found ourselves in a haunted house where the evil must be in. Hopefully, maybe we don't know yet.
Yes, we do not know yet. Last session, we began to explore parts of the haunted house, and we did make our way through a number of chambers on the first floor, found a number of insects and other unsavory creatures, and we made our way down into the cellar, where there were some troubling pieces of evidence. We found a body of an adventurer, somewhat in a state of decay, but not completely desiccated, showing that there's evidence of other people here. Bursting through, we found a number of bandits. All of them were pretty toasted by the party, with the exception of one that has surrendered to the party and gave a bit of information that has proven, well, actually it hasn't proven useful yet, but perhaps it will. And before we jump into the story, Emma, thank you so much, Matihi, for the draw from the deck of many. And thank you so much, chat, for the hype train. Really, really appreciate the support. Emma, you know what to do, baby.
Yep, thank you, Matt. Okay, I'm trying to collect all the bad luck cards, so let's go now.
Be sure.
Yeah, I think that's the bad luck one. I can smell it.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, I have to make a note. Okay.
I always like to look at Stella's reactions to all the cards. That sort of gives me an indication of what's going on.
Well, that's like a funny one of like it could be good or it could be bad, and she's laughing because I got what I wanted.
No, it's the fun part is trying to.
Yeah.
It's like watching a mystery. You're trying to solve it. Is it good or is it bad? Also, I don't know about anybody else. I don't want to derail too bad, but like I've been loving every single doggy emote I've been getting off of these hype trains.
Yes, they are really cute. Absolutely.
No, I do agree with Zombie though. The question of is that a encouraging laugh or an evil laugh? That's always a question.
It could be both.
It could be. You're true. Very true.
Nisa will unfortunately not be joining us here tonight. She will be back here not next week, but the week afterwards. So for today's adventure, we're going to say that Jem has decided to take your captive, Hamas, the bandit, to Saltmarsh. And assurances have been made that the entire group feels confident that Jem will not be put in a position of being ambushed or backstabbed. It is guaranteed that Jem will get back to Saltmarsh with no problem. So we're going to say that the two of them leave, make their way towards Saltmarsh. All right. So to kind of refresh what we are seeing here in this room, this is part of what was once a cellar. The torchlit chamber is quite large. You see that there is a long wooden trestle ringed by rickety stools that dominates the center of this room. Metal cutlery, cups, and dirty plates sit atop the table. You can see that this space has been repurposed into a living quarters. You had already gone through the number of foot chests at each foot of the bed, and you acquired a sum of money from each one of them. There's a cook stove towards the front of the room in the direction that you had come. And there is a sturdy set of stairs that leads into a room above. However, there's also a hallway to the east that leads to a set of two doors, one of which was observed to have something peculiar. word danger was scrawled on it in chalk in the common tongue. And there are wooden brackets that are barred across it to lock it from this side. And I believe this individual here has been melted to the wall.
Pretty much.
Yeah, KayBee went fireball.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. The wall, we believe, is a secret door as well.
Yes, it was very heavily implied that the individual was trying to flee towards an exit of some kind.
So Garen is very curious about what they would lock behind a door and label danger.
You want to
I
go
think-
over and investigate?
Are we touching bricks already?
Yeah, at the same time, Garen also doesn't want the rest of the bandits to sneak up on them while they're dealing with said danger.
Well, if I recall correctly, that man had said that there was something strange on the other side of the door, and they barricaded it to keep it out. Perhaps it best that we leave it that way for now while we deal with
Yeah.
the rest of these, and maybe after we can rest and look into it a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's wise.
probably a good idea. I remember, I think there was something on the other side with the dead gentleman over here. I believe there was some place down here where we heard noise as well.
Yes.
So-
Yes, but I do agree that it's prudent for us to take care of the known threat that could reach us at any time, and then worry about the unknown threat that is presumably barricaded away from us.
So, Godfather, last session you had drawn the comet card.
Yes.
What this means
Mhm.
is the next encounter that you participate in, if you manage to defeat it single-handedly, you will instantly level up.
Yes.
And
is
for
that
me-
considering-
Encounter does not specifically mean only combat.
right. So would that be finding the secret door or opening the secret door?
So there are a couple of different options here, yes. Finding the secret door, finding a way to progress the story, uncovering special events.
Oh boy.
So that's just something to keep in mind.
So, all right. So I think Garen is going to probably take a careful look around the room, looking for the switch for the secret door or any clues that there might be to find.
All right.
Would that be search or perception? Investigator perception.
So what kind of approach will Garen take here? Are you very hands-on? Are you more keeping around the room? What does it look like?
Well, considering perception's the better of his two skills there, I would say he'd probably walk through the room, just trying to get a good look at everything around him and listening, trying to feel for air movement, all of that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me perception. Does anybody want to help?
KayBee off. Go ahead.
KB can help. I want KB to help.
KayBee
Yeah.
offers up his carpenter square, which is one of his favorite analytical tools.
All right.
Are my tool?
Thank you. So does that give me advantage for
It
25?
does. Yes. Okay.
Awesome.
So with a nat 20, absolutely, you move your way through this area. You carefully step over the body and begin to try to see if there's any draft, if there's any change in the texture of the wall, and you absolutely do. No problem at all. Yeah, this button.
All right. Yeah.
So you
Garen
push the door
kicks-
open, applying pressure in just the right spot, and it seems to open a set of stairs that go further down.
Okay. I'm figuring the switch is probably somewhere near our barbecued friend.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to pry a charred, melted hand off of a panel on the wall. It is disgusting. It is twist of the stomach, but you do manage to depress a plate, flip a switch. You hear the slow, quiet grind of inner mechanics as this door opens.
Garen can shrug it off easily. He's former military, you know. He's seen bad stuff before.
And there is a draft that comes through from here, giving you the perception that it must be roomy. It must have some kind of access to outdoors at some point. It is quite cold and damp as well, giving you the sense it is further underground.
Okay. All right. Looks like we've found our way to continue.
Looks like it. That man had said that they knew we'd be coming, so
So yes,
we should be careful.
definitely. Garen has his bow at the ready and proceeds forward.
Okay, and with that nat 20, I'm going to go ahead and say that, Garen, you don't hear anyone like trying to approach. You don't hear footsteps. So with the information that they know you're coming, very likely you know they're probably going to set up an ambush. They're not coming to you.
Mm.
Right. Okay. At least not yet.
It definitely is an option if the group wants to sit and wait, try to wait it out.
Yeah, so I think Garen would get here, think about it carefully, and turn back to everyone. They're definitely lying in wait for us.
Well,
So what's the best way to deal with people who you know are going to try to ambush you?
Flank them, or give them a reason to come to you.
That's true. She looks around. Well, there are some other places besides the creepy door that we haven't looked into yet. Maybe
Very true.
one of those will give us an opportunity to
Yeah.
get around them.
yeah, maybe we could find a way to where we ambush them instead of them ambush us.
I mean,
I agree.
maybe should I put on the disguise magic and go say, hey, need your guys' help upstairs?
Oh,
I never thought of that. Huh.
Smart.
if you think you can convince them, KayBee, yes.
I'm
Oh,
awfully small, though. How big were the NPCs that we saw upstairs? There was, as far as height, Hummus, and then the other one that perished.
Okay.
Were they full-size humans?
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and say that this particular one that had fallen back onto the bed, I believe their eyeball had been pierced by one of
yeah.
Garen's arrows. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
human, and this particular one was a half elf. And we'll say that Hummus is full human.
Yeah, it might be too short. Dang.
Well, myself or Flynn could pass for one of them if you can cast it on us.
It's only on me, though. I'm
Mm.
sorry.
Okay. So, good thought. All right. So, I would have to say we follow Ireland's idea and go around the other door that's not labeled danger, see if we can find a way down to them that way.
Okay.
There are also the stairs, and maybe we could approach from above if there's anything up there.
This is also true.
But perhaps we should close this door just in case they do come, so they don't think we found it.
Yeah, that might be a good
Yes.
idea.
Yes. And Garen would press the switch again to close it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely no problem. You find it immediately. It closes quietly.
So, are we gonna go up the stairs? We're gonna go all the way across the room to the doors over here. What do we want to do?
I'd say we check the door first. I think that's more likely to have an alternate path.
Okay. Then Finn will move over to this door, the closest one to the right.
Okay.
Whichever one doesn't
so
say danger.
yes, the one next to Finn has danger scrawled on it. This one towards the north does not have anything on it. It appears to be
Okay.
normal.
Okay. Garen would open that door.
Okay, let me see. Are you locked? No.
No, of course not.
It is not locked. You carefully
Okay.
open the door. Unlike the barracks, this small room holds comfortable furnishings and seems to be well cared for. Reveal area. Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
A small, comfortable-looking bed in the northwest corner has a wooden locker at its foot. A small wooden table stands against the east wall, with a padded leather chair beside it. On the table, a brass, three-branch candlestick with 3 burning candles provides the room with bright light. The candles, though not fresh, are far from spent.
Garen's gonna go through the locker. If it's locked, he will unlock it.
Okay. So you check.
Or
Ooh.
not.
Okay, that is a nat 1. For 6.
What would it be? Thieves' tools. I don't think I have
Yeah.
thieves' tools. Is there any way that Finn could assist at all?
Yeah, we can go ahead and say that. So you can take total narrative control of how you want to help.
Well, I guess my question would be, what do I roll?
So you would
I think
not
I've
roll.
got.
Yeah,
Oh.
it gives me advantage.
Mhm. So it would
Okay.
push the nat 1 to become a 12 instead.
Okay, yeah. I will just be like, I guess be a little nervous. And I'll just tell Garen, I'm right here by the door. If anything happens, they'll get to me before they get to you. Just concentrate on the
Okay.
lock.
Considering how paranoid Garen is, that probably would make a huge difference for him.
Yeah. So you take a deep breath and you try again. And with a 12, it absolutely clicks open. You see that there are 3 books inside of this footlocker. There is a fancy floor-length oilskin coat that is neatly folded inside of it.
Neat coat. Would it fit over Garen's armor?
Yes, it appears to be quite roomy.
Garen would actually put it on.
Okay, you put it on. As you are wiggling your arms through it, you discover that the sleeves of this coat have numerous pockets, and it is trimmed in an iridescent green silk. The pockets are empty, but it has like hidden compartments.
Fortunate that they're empty, but helpful. All right, and then Garen would take the books. He would come back out here to the rest of the group and all right, found these books in a coat. So let's see what these books might tell us. Garen would look for titles or leaf through them to see what they say.
Oh, it's a nice looking coat.
Thank you.
So as you look over the books, you read their titles. One seems to be a book of erotic poetry, fully illustrated.
Hello.
Nice.
Another one is a naval almanac listing tide times for the area of the coast around Saltmarsh. The last is a treatise concerning the demigod Ayuz and its minions.
Garen is not familiar with all of the gods, so he's
If anyone
kind of
wants
going-
to roll
I was-
religion,
Yeah.
or
I would
history.
love to roll religion or history.
Absolutely.
What do
I'll
I
give
have?
it a
Dang
shot.
it.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
Garen
okay.
isn't ignorant after all.
Okay.
Oh, Boulder Dash.
That's an 8 from Arlen, a 14 from Garen, a 6 from Finn, and a nat 20, 25 from KayBee. All right. So I'll say that Garen and KayBee know that Ayuz is known as the demigod of deceit, evil, oppression, and wickedness, variously called the Old One or Old Wicked. Yeah. Unlike some and actually most of Greyhawk deities, Ayuz actually has a physical presence on the world of Oerth, which is this planet. And Ayuz rules a broad swath of the Flanness, and it's known as the Empire of Ayuz. And for this particular deity, the symbol is a grinning human skull, or sometimes a variation is a human skull with blood red highlights.
Shh. Don't say his name. He'll hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, not a
Hmm.
good one to be involving yourself with.
No.
So, are they followers of this god, or why are they trying to learn more?
It's unknown. I mean, sometimes one is following and they want to just follow the teachings, and others are just research because maybe I don't know, maybe they're trying to learn or trying to become one themselves.
While you're
Here's,
holding the books, do you like open them? You check
Um,
them out in any way?
I would say when he gets to the treaties, he doesn't, but with the others, yeah, he would probably leaf through them.
Okay. So the volume of erotic poetry seems to be mostly handwritten. It definitely seems like Sambalay, so it's very clear that this was an office of some kind, probably for the leader of the gang here. Especially because you literally have a barracks right where you're standing, and then a
Right.
separate room, and it's much nicer. So perhaps it's a type of diary? Question mark. It seems very personal. The almanac does have a dry read. It is mostly just times and places for the tides.
Right, which is probably a common thing in Saltmarsh.
Maybe if they're smugglers, they use that to know when to smuggle.
Likely true.
Yeah.
Sailors also use it to know when to sail.
Do you mind if I look at a couple of these?
Yeah, go right ahead. I would be very wary with the treaties. That's dangerous topics there.
Hmm.
Of course.
Spells, since I had gotten a good roll on history, do I know if this treatise and I use, is this a common book or is it obscure? I mean, is it like their Bible or something? Their religious text?
It is definitely not a religious book. It is not a common book either, but you don't get the sense that it's like some kind of forbidden thing. It's probably not popular and not commonplace.
I think Arlen is going to step back away from everyone and carefully look at the treatise book.
You
And then
open it?
Yeah, I open it.
You open it. Fireball. Just kidding. No. As you step back and you open the book, a piece of paper falls out. Pick up the paper, and looking at it, you see that it features a few simple words and phrases in the common tongue. And you speak Goblin?
Let me remind myself. No.
Okay. And some language that you can't quite make out, but you can tell it is a different language. The common words next to them say stop, fight, lift, come, and other words of that sort of nature.
Does anybody know what language this is? She asks, kind of holding it up as she starts to open the poetry book.
Garen would
oh.
take a look. No, I don't recognize it. Hand it to
No.
Finn.
No, unfortunately, not sure what this is, but I don't read or speak it.
Well, that's unfortunate.
KayBee, what about you? Do you recognize this?
Oh, not that one.
He's gonna put the note in her bag. Is gonna like rifle through the treatise book, just to make sure there's nothing else hidden in there.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also in the book of poems. She's gonna hold that for a little bit, and her goal is to find one of the more simpler ones and ones that are not so good,
Mhm.
and memorize it.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you find a poem and it is definitely like the equivalent of like cringy, like your first love in high school, like you're professing your love kind of thing. And it is very explicit in a not very attractive sort of way. And you even
Okay.
get telltale signs that there has been a lot of editing to this certain piece. There are words scratched out and written again and scratched out. It is totally incoherent.
Wow.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. If possible, I want to memorize it in its original form, if I can read it.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead and roll me either investigation or perception.
Okay. Come on, don't help me out, dice. Yes!
21. Okay, yeah, you can absolutely make out the original text.
Cool.
Chat, you can name this
Beautiful.
poem if you want. Make it cringy.
Oh,
Come on, Matihi, give me something good.
If you have like a handout of what it says, that'd be great.
I do not. I could make
darn.
something up, but
no.
It's gonna
I'm
be
sure
bad.
You could make something up, Stella.
Yeah.
She's gonna use that in the town later. Of all the honey. She's gonna put the book away, but she does in fact keep it.
okay.
All new material.
Oh dear. Just wait till you put it into Gem's hands and Gem starts singing it.
Oh no.
Okay, so you take the erotic poetry book. You have the almanac and the treatise book.
Okay.
All right. Well, it seems like there wasn't really much found in there other than that. I mean, there wasn't anything that we could see like near the bed or on the table. Like there was just the candles, right?
So there are a number of things on the table, and there is a bed, and then there is the chair. So far, the only thing that has been investigated in that room is the chest.
Well, then I guess I'll investigate the desk then, see if there's anything other than just the candles.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, with a 6, you still do find something.
Okay.
You can see that there is a small box on the table. You open it up and you find 12 candles, flint and steel, and a piece of parchment that seems to detail a method of communication with a boat. Seems to require a lantern. And I think with a 6, you do see that there is a lantern tucked underneath the table as well.
Oh, looks like there's a lantern under here. I don't see any oil for it though, or
It's the candles. They go in the lantern.
oh, right.
Good call, KayBee.
Bet you they're smugglers. And I crawl under the bed and look around under the bed.
Oh yeah, you probably would be best for that
Yeah.
one.
Crawl
I
under
was
the
just
bed. Oh
Yeah.
dear.
KayBee was about to look under the bed, but Sorry, Garen was about to look into the bed, but KayBee beat him to it.
Okay.
Let him have a little fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, KB. Can you see in the dark?
Yes.
Okay. All right. With a 15,
Ooh.
you find nothing.
Oh,
All that buildup.
that's
I find
such
a lot.
suspense.
I find a lot of lint. I
Yeah.
come out wearing it.
Yes.
You find lint.
Hmm.
Oh god, a dust bunny! Get it!
Yeah. Yup. Okay. Mhm.
I think there's something about this bed, guys. I don't know. I just
Oh,
I'm
no,
getting
no.
I'm getting the instinct.
It looks all tidy. Who keeps the bed that tidy?
I do.
All right, but who else does?
Are you investigating the bed?
I guess why not?
All right. Go ahead and roll me an investigation. Wow, nat
Aha.
20.
Nice.
Why on a bed?
You no, this is great. Okay.
Okay.
You tear the sheets off, you flip the mattress, and you find that there is a secret compartment
Oh.
built into the bed frame.
Oh.
You pry it open and you find a book inside of it. It is a very
Oh.
small book.
Mhm.
It is you can easily like palm it in one hand, and you see
Okay.
that the cover is quite thick and it's leather bound. It is a well-made book.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Is it more poetry?
Ugh.
Oh.
With a nat
Do I-
1,
Do I have any advantages or anything?
you have a nat 20. You have 0 blessings.
I don't want to use an nat 20 for this. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. You can't tell anything other than that. It is a very small, well-made book. And it is filled with a bunch of scribbles that mean absolutely nothing to you.
Well, I feel like this book is important, but I don't know anything about it. The title of the book looks really... I can't make it out, but this is just so well made. This has got to be important somehow, something. Maybe it ties in with the religious book that we found. Or the
Maybe.
smut book? Oh,
Garen,
okay.
What? And she kind of like peeks her head around the corner. Perhaps I can take a look.
Oh, you might know, yes. Yeah, and I hand the book over, or hand the book over to Arlen.
Okay, Arlen, you don't even need to check with this. As you are looking at the scribbles, you could tell that this is a spell book.
Oh, this is it's just a spell book.
Oh.
Hmm.
So the leader's probably a wizard of some sort.
Oh,
Oh.
scary.
But if we take this, then that I'm sure
I'll say
it'll be
this-
worth something to someone.
Yeah, I
Right,
do
and-
believe our captive did also mention that he was a wizard, so,
Oh, quite. Yeah.
so
Sure.
all right. Well, I believe we found everything there is to find in here.
Well,
perhaps
we can
should-
look up those stars.
Yeah.
See where
yes,
they lead.
let's head up there and see what we can see up there.
All right. So the group of you carefully head up the stairs. And you
Oh.
actually end up where your tokens are because I had a continuity error in the previous session. So
Oh.
the stairs that led down into the area that you had gone is actually the room where you killed all the centipedes.
Oh.
So
Oh.
my bad. But you find yourselves in what appears to be a den of some kind. You open a secret hatch, and you exit out into a room with broken furniture. You find yourselves very close to the front of the house.
Well, this is familiar.
Oh,
Indeed.
yeah.
I mean, if I remember correctly, there were more rooms, so we could check those, or we could just go back downstairs and spring the trap.
There are more rooms, but I don't think. I think the area that they're in would be below the ground rather than below the house.
Mhm.
Right.
So we won't be able to get on top of them. I think there is perhaps something that I can do to help us even the odds slightly.
Okay.
Oh, what's that?
I can obscure their vision.
Hmm.
Just something that my people can do. We can create fog. And that will at least give us a chance to get out before they start being able to attack us.
True.
We can maybe get better positioning.
That would hamper our vision as well, so...
Well, if I cast
carefully.
it, if they're in, I think I remember the person saying that, like, it was a big chamber.
So if you localize it in front of the door so that we can get out without being attacked,
Yeah.
that could give us a good advantage.
Or I can peek around the corner and cast it where they are, so that they can't see and
So
we
they
can
have to
move.
to us, and they have to move to us to get out of it. That's a good idea as well.
But as I said, just an idea.
No, I think that's good. We can either use it to cover our entrance or cover the entrance so we can get in, or cover them so that they have to move.
Are we
To be able
sneak-
to. I'm
sneak?
not so good at the sneaking thing, unfortunately.
Oh, sneaking.
Sneaking is kind of my thing, but
If it helps, just mechanically, Arlen, with this fog idea, if you did want to use it, I'll say that it gives you advantage on sneak, which will neutralize and become just regular sneak, instead of putting
Okay.
you at disadvantage for the heavy armor.
Okay. Cool. Well, I think we could go down there, try to get a better idea of the surroundings, and I'm sure we'll come up with something in the moment.
I agree.
I'm willing to try it.
Back down you go?
Back down we go.
Back down we go.
Okay.
So, to the danger door then? Or?
Yes.
All right.
Not the danger door. This door.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Secret door.
Oh yeah.
The secret danger
less,
door.
Yeah, the
Yes.
less danger door.
The less danger door. Oh, hi, Mr. Batman.
Oh no, don't
Yeah.
talk to him. He's dead. All right. Okay.
Would you allow me to go first so that I can
Yes, that
see what
would
we're
be,
dealing with?
Oops,
that would perhaps be
wrong.
wise.
What?
Okay. So peering around, you can see that it will fork into two directions. Before you move on, do you want to use your fog here? Do you want to start sneaking now? How do you want to approach this?
Can I listen and try to hear for any sort of noise? Just to tell me where they might be.
Absolutely. Anybody can do this.
What do I roll?
Perception.
Perception. Okay,
Perception,
that's a 20
okay.
from Arlen, 12 from Garen, 14 from KayBee, 16 from Finn. Yeah, absolutely. You can hear people whispering over in this direction here. You can
Oh.
hear two people. Their voices are very hushed. along the lines of, "Quiet, they'll hear you." "How long are we supposed to wait?" "The order is to stay. We need to protect the goods." So you get the sense they are very close, probably right around a corner or something.
But I also get the sense that they're protecting something rather than they're the ones with the rest of the group, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'll say that with the 20 perception, Arlen, you do hear distantly that there are some kind of shuffling off towards the other direction of the fork. So you get the sense maybe they're not all clustered together.
Okay. Arlen will point down this way and hold up 2 fingers. And then she'll point the other way and hold up more fingers, kind of shrugging. But I think she's going to gesture for us to go this way first. Deal with these 2 people.
Do we not want to try to maybe go the other way, maybe sneak on them?
You let me scout ahead a little.
Yeah, we can let you. Are you okay with that, Arlen?
She's nodding.
Okay.
And she's like, she holds up a finger to her mouth and is like, shh.
Oh, sorry. Are you okay with it, Arlen?
So, yeah, so Garen's going to actually head this way to scout first, since.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. With a 10.
Wait. He's not hidden. It's possible.
Okay. So. Okay. You see that there are. There's another fork. You can barely see the outline of someone in ambush on this side down here. And the fork in front of you veers off into a direction, and you can't see anything in that way.
Okay. So Garen would come back over this way and try to get some additional vision down here.
Okay. Okay. So as you make your way around this corner here, you see 2 individuals. One seems to be kind of looking behind them, but the one closer to the wall here immediately sees you and draws their weapon. And I get initiative from everybody.
Yeah.
How dare!
Make sure you please select
rolls.
your tokens.
Yep. I was just about to not
I
select my
forgot
token.
about Vigilant Blessing.
Could you please remind me what that does again?
I can put a blessing on somebody to give them advantage on initiative.
You can
but
do
I
that
forgot.
retroactively. That's fine.
Oh, could I have given that to Garen before he started sneaking away?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Garen, go ahead and... Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Heck yeah.
Love to see it.
Wow.
Okay.
23. Definitely better than 7.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Right. So you see them draw their weapon, but you are certainly able to react first. They haven't called out or anything yet. You seem to have spooked them and surprised them just a tiny bit. It is your
Garen
turn.
definitely knows that they're close enough that they could quickly and easily call out. So I'd say he's going to attack Red.
Okay.
No, he is going to shoot and do nothing. And then
All right.
Well,
That's your sword.
that was my sword.
Go ahead
wasn't-
and roll with
was-
your bow.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
absolutely a hit.
24 is better.
Yes.
Okay. for 5 damage.
All right. You should, I think I set it up so that you should be able to see their health bars, but not their values.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That way it's kind of like representative of like, how much are you bleeding out? All right, cool.
Right.
I
Yeah.
like it.
So you get him like square in the chest and you hear like a raspy exhale as he like tries to suck in a breath. You've definitely punctured a lung and fucked him up.
All right.
Hell yeah.
They see me. Excuse me. And he falls back to here.
Oh no.
And I'm going to roll another hide with a cunning action.
Okay, absolutely.
That's a better one.
Okay, 14. You flatten yourself against the wall and hope that they don't see you.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
So this individual towards the back absolutely hears the gasp of breath from their companion beside them, and they will take a step this way. And they, I think, let's see. What is their passive? Passive perception's 15. So they do see Garen, but I think they will shoot at Arlen instead. Okay. They do have a multi-attack. They're going to make 2 attacks on you. Does a 10 hit you?
No.
17.
Yes.
Okay. The first arrow goes a little wide, but they quickly knock another one and it slams right into your arm. You take 5 piercing damage.
Oh.
It is now Finn's turn.
All right. Seeing this, he's not the most proficient with. Well, hold on. Where's the Thule thing? 34. I'd be able to use my. Yeah, I'd be able to use my bow, right?
Yeah,
34?
absolutely.
Okay. So I'll stand where I am, and I'm gonna shoot at her then because she attacked Arlen. So I'm gonna use my longbow.
Sounds good.
Cool.
23 is absolutely a hit. Roll me some damage. 4 damage. She takes a blow to her leg. She cries out. She is definitely still up.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is now Arlen's turn.
Okay. I think Arlen is going to cast Fog Cloud. So it's a 20-foot radius sphere. And it goes around corners and everything. Let me just put that in the chat for you. The goal is to put it kind of like on them, but also going back this way.
Okay. 20-foot radius. Oh, jeez.
Hit big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so you want to like about there? A little back?
A little further down. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right, so tell me what this spell looks like.
Yeah, this is actually a racial ability. So I think... Can she, like, smell the water?
Yeah,
Like, around?
absolutely. As a Triton, you definitely can. There's definitely a source of water not too far away from here.
Yeah, I think she's smelling that water, and as she does, she kind of closes her eyes and her gills kind of flicker as she calls forth this fog, and it creeps from the water and just surrounds this area. And that's her action. And she'll go ahead And bonus action healing word herself because she's kind of hurt.
Okay. What does this spell look like as you cast it on yourself?
So, one of the gems on her amulet begins to glow as some of her wounds begin to shine a kind of dull white light, and they begin sealing themselves shut. And then she's going to come over this way.
Okay, perfect. All right. So this individual here kind of stumbles forward blindly, unsure of like what's going on, and they do have a melee weapon, a scimitar, and they come up and they're gonna try to hit Garen here. 19.
That hits.
Okay, you take 7 slashing damage as they stumble forward, just slash you right across the chest. Thankfully not ruining your new coat.
Right.
That is their turn. And it's now KB's turn.
Yay.
KayBee sees all this action unfolded before him. And he says, "It's a time for heroes." And with a wave of his hand, he uses his Fey ability to unleash the bless spell. And there's a spiral of sparkling gold sparkles that arcs through the air and dances through his friends. And now they all glisten with this sparkly cloud around them for a moment as they are blessed.
Okay. Excellent.
That's my action. And
Is that everyone including yourself?
that is 3 people, and I'm going to bless my 3 companions.
Gotcha.
Not
You
me.
all feel this well of power.
And that's my
Okay.
turn.
Excellent. Garen, it is now your turn.
Do I take any negatives for firing a ranged weapon at point blank in 5e?
Yes, it will be at disadvantage.
All right, then Garen's going to disengage.
Okay. Yep.
And fire.
Mhm.
Short bow
21 absolutely hits.
for 6 damage.
All right. Tell me what this happens.
Well, yeah, I'd say Garen artfully does a spin, almost a pirouette right around Arlen, and then turns and fires just past her, and as his signature, right in the eye.
Yes. You see
Takes
him go
him
like, just slimes right into the wall and then slumps down onto the ground. Anything else for you? Oh, that was your bonus, your movement. Okay, yeah, that's your whole turn. All right. So this individual will come out of the fog. We'll say that they have to get to out here. One. Okay. So they stumble out of the fog. They can't quite see very well. They see their dead friend, and they will panic shoot at Finn here. This is not in melee range. Where are you? Multi-attack? One shot. Does a 12 hit you? Finn?
No.
Okay. 15.
No.
Okay. The 2 arrows go flying. They clatter uselessly against the stone wall, and it is now your turn.
Okay, well, taking that, as well as, okay, trying to attack me back, I'm going... I don't think I've got to move. Do I have to move him any closer to use my great club?
Yes, you have to be right next to them to use your great club.
I don't want to... No, stop that. There we go. Easy. There we go. Didn't see anything. Oh, wrong great club. There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
An 8 will not hit, unfortunately.
You have a blessing.
I do?
You have a
Or
nat
you have
20.
bless.
I bet I had
Or-
20. Yeah,
Oh, wait,
yeah,
you
no.
do have a
No.
bless.
Bless.
Bless
That's
spell,
right.
which is an extra 1 die for it, any
Oh,
attack, any
yes,
save.
yes.
That
The
might
bless
help.
spell. Yeah. So...
Go ahead and roll a 1d4.
I can just do it. The thingy, my bob.
Yeah.
Boom.
So that is 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 will not hit.
Ah. Gosh darn it.
Trying to help.
Yes, thank you. I always
No.
forget.
No, I was like thinking the same, and then yeah, that thing. I don't get another swing with my club yet, so yeah.
Excellent. All right, Arlen, it is your turn.
Arlen will move up if she can to attack this person, or is there no room?
Yeah, you can also move through your allies, no problem. So if you want to end your turn like here or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta protect KB.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, gee.
I'm gonna slash at her with my sword.
Ooh, is this your blood sword?
This is my blood sword. This is what did I name it? I don't remember.
Erebus or something.
Yeah.
I tell
So
the
20.
guy- Tell the guy, sorry.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, 19 absolutely hits. Or no, it's a 20. So go ahead and roll damage. 3 damage. Okay. So you slash across this individual's chest, and the wound begins to seep freely. Becomes a small fountain of blood, and they seem to reel with shock as this searing pain just ripples through them. And Arlen, the blade in your hand begins to shake. You hear a voice. No one else hears this. You hear a voice. Just kidding. My voice changer's not working. It says, "Yes." Anything
Okay.
else for you?
I think that's it.
They're super dead. KayBee, it's your turn.
Super dead. Wow.
You're muted.
I'm gonna step behind around Arlen over here to the corner, and I'm going to unleash a small mote of fire as I let go of a firebolt.
Excellent.
17.
17 hits. 9 damage. Tell me what this looks like.
So there's a startled look on KB's face. It's like all these bad ones up close to my friends. My friends getting hurt. So I just, and I point my finger like in accusation at the bad guy. And a little mote of fire comes out and gets him right in the face. It's like, again.
You melt their face.
Man, I'm sorry.
As they collapse, a strange, eerie silence falls over the caverns here. Do you know that there is an individual down here? Garen, you
Was
have
that-
scouted them.
Yes. And
What was-
Garen is a little surprised they didn't hear all this.
Is that
I'm so sorry.
no.
If you are peering down here, you can see that they are shuffling around quite uncomfortably. So, yes, they have absolutely heard you. They just perhaps don't know what to do quite yet.
Can I cancel this fog cloud?
Absolutely. Slowly it vanishes.
I think Arlen's gonna move up here. And it's gonna be trying to take a peek down this like little hallway thing.
Okay. You make your way around. Please?
As they're continuing to try to scout better than I scouted because of my horrible roll, Garen is going to say calmly, "We mean you no harm. Lay down your weapons.
Okay.
Surrender and we will let you live."
First, I will need a stealth check from Arlen. And then I will need a persuasion check from Garen.
I kind of almost want to fail.
Can I add bless to that roll?
Yeah, absolutely. This will be at disadvantage, Arlen, because the fog cloud is gone.
Yeah. So that's a 7
Okay.
plus 4, 9.
Okay.
So yeah, Aaron got a total of 17 on the persuasion.
So Arlen, you definitely make some noise, and they seem to hear you. So they back up. They are looking in the direction of Arlen right now, as Garen calls out and tells them to. Are you trying to talk to them from the distance you're at right now, or do you want to move closer?
If Garen very likely heard Arlen's clunking, so he probably would have stepped forward as well,
Okay.
letting him know, A, he's surrounded,
Hmm.
B, we mean you no harm.
Okay. So you see this individual here. He is dressed in a ragtag collection of armor. You can see that his overcoat does not seem to match his shoes. His armor is mismatched and ill-fitting. Very much the image of a bandit of some kind. They have on their belt a short sword, and they're currently holding a longbow. The longbow is drawn, and the arrow is being swiveled between Arlen and Garen. And do you make any kind of gesture, Garen, here? Like, are you like holding up your weapon, trying to show that you're not posing a
Yeah.
threat?
Garen would probably have his bow out to the side. Arrow is knocked, but his got his right arm, his firing arm away to show I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay. And they call
Surrender.
out,
Yeah.
saying,
Okay.
"They're here!"
Fuck. Then he pulls the bow and go fire.
Okay, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll. That's a hit. 22, 4 damage. Okay. I'm gonna need everyone to please roll for initiative again. Make sure you select your token.
Well, it's a little better this time.
Wow. Another
Yeah.
23 initiative.
Wow.
Don't worry,
Nice.
guys. I've got a
Hey.
backup plan.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You've got a backup plan.
I've got a backup plan.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's the backup plan.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Garen gets a shot off, and they stumble as they take this arrow to the shoulder. Garen, it is your turn.
All right. Aaron is going to fire again.
Okay.
15
15 hits.
for 7 damage this
Wow,
time.
very nice. Okay, they take a sizable blow.
Then he'll step back, and it hasn't gone well for him yet, but he's still going to use a cunning action to try to stealth.
Okay.
With a 15.
Absolutely. All right. So this individual here is going to. They look over in the direction of Arlen, see that Arlen is heavily armored. They are not. They're going to try running. And 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. Wait, they can only go 30. Okay. I'm gonna say they don't have a bead on you. So it looks like the scout here is going to try to run towards their right, towards the fork. That's going to be their turn. Arlen, it is your turn.
Yeah, Arlen is gonna move up here, trying to catch up.
Okay.
But is unable to.
Finn, it is your turn.
Right. I think at this point, the person's in the light of sight of Finn.
Yeah, I'll say that's
I can
fine.
see. Okay. He's going to see that they're trying to run in the other direction. He's going to try and use his longbow to slow them down.
Okay, absolutely.
Uh,
Rolled a 7. You want to use
Is
your nat
it-
20?
Bless.
no.
Oh, you
but
do
I have
have
my
bless. Yep.
Yeah, I'd rather do that.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
An 8 will not hit, unfortunately. KayBee, it's your
Alright.
turn.
Yes, KB's gonna charge backwards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Extent of my movement. I see the bad and it's like,
Mhm.
stop him. Not good. Missed.
You
So this little
missed.
mote of fire
Oh my God.
strikes the ceiling.
Do you have a nat 20?
Nope. But what I am going to do is on Owl's turn, Friend is going to go fly in the guy's face and flutter around to give help action
Okay.
to whoever attacks him next to
Okay.
distract the guy and then come back.
Okay.
Help action.
All right. You hear clunking. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You see
Uh-oh.
a very burly figure come rushing out of the further into the cave system here. You can see that they are a little heavily armored. They are wearing chainmail and have a shield. They are definitely not human, but they are human adjacent. You can see that they have very prominent features. They have this sort of dusky orange skin, and they seem to be something like a goblin, something humanoid, and there is a strong, intimidating presence about them as they are rushing forward. They look at the scout with a bead of recognition, and then they look towards Garen. And you can see that the weapon that they're holding, which is a long sword, is raised up. Definitely with the intent to do harm. But it is your turn, Garen.
All right. Then say Garen will fire one last time at the scout.
Advantage from help action.
That's true.
Oh, yes.
Oh, friend
So
is
that's a
helping you.
crit?
Yep, that is the crit. Nat 20. Go ahead and roll damage. Yep, absolutely.
10 damage, which more than enough.
Yes. Tell me what this looks like as friend is helping you.
Yeah. I'd say that they're kind of fluttering or swinging around trying to get friend away. And, well, although Garen can't get his signature because doesn't have a shot at the eye, he still hits them right in the throat. And then after that, he will... Sorry, KayBee. He'll back up again and try one more time to stealth.
It's okay, I got this.
Or even... Alright, so 14 stealth.
Okay, excellent.
I want that sneak attack, damn it.
The scout is dead. Alright, Arlen, it is your turn.
Okay.
You hear a bloody cry as they slump to the ground dying, and you can hear the definite clunk, clunk, clunk of someone heavily armored running towards the party.
Indeed. We got the leader of this group's name, right?
Yes.
Like the guy told us. What was it?
It was Sambalay.
Sambalay. Okay. Arlen, moving forward to about there, just so that she can see this person. She gets there, and as perhaps a bonus action, will say, I touched her bricks by Sanbalay. And then she starts reciting the poem written by Sambalay to perhaps agitate him into action or cause him embarrassment or cause his people to laugh or chortle at him a little bit because it's so embarrassing. But she's also going to cast Sacred Flame on this dude.
Okay, I love it. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you DM inspiration for that. That was pretty fucking funny.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's basically a blessing die and a pocket
Okay.
advantage. You can use whenever you want.
Love it.
Nice.
And for Sacred Flame, they have to make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 13.
They rolled a 4.
Love it. Okay, awesome. So a D8 radiant damage. So I start kind of reciting this poem, and I think it catches this person off guard. And suddenly they turn and see Arlen casting the spell, one of the gems in her necklace glowing brightly, as suddenly they're just enraptured in this white hot flame that surrounds them from the ground and burns them real good.
Yeah, dang, 7 damage. Okay. Absolutely. You can see that it does a significant bearing of damage on this person. They roar in pain and the noise echoes off the walls. You can tell they are quite bloodied and they are now in a fit of rage. Anything else for you?
She just keeps reciting that poem very loudly
Very
to
loudly.
try to make it like go throughout this cavern.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
I love it. Okay, Finn, it is your turn.
Oh, this is lovely. This is quite a burn. Ha ha! and he's gonna run up because I think I've got movement of like 30.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna move up close enough to use my Glade Club, but not close enough to possibly get attacked by flame, if that's possible.
Yeah,
Or if I'm
you dive through it, yeah. You're
Okay.
fine.
Hiya! Aw.
A 7, add your blessing.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Uh,
Bring up their
Virtual-
shield. Ching!
virtual dice are treating me like real dice. I don't like this.
I was gonna say, oh, you can roll real dice if you want. Like, that's something that's always an option in my
No.
games. But with your statement, I don't think it'll help you.
No.
KayBee, it is now your turn.
It's a time for heroes. And I run up, and I'm gonna stand next to my friend. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my owl
I'm
friend
gonna go ahead and
flutter
move this for you.
flutter in this guy's face. I'm gonna hold my attack until after the owl has fluttered, and then once he's fluttered to give me the help, I'm gonna stab with my dagger.
Okay. Sure. Let's do it.
Alrighty, so stabby.
At
dagger.
advantage.
Advantage. Yes. Bamf.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a 22.
Very nice. 6 piercing damage. Oh my god, KayBee.
Time for heroes.
Tell me what does it look like
Yeah.
with the help of friend.
So, when KayBee runs forward, people sometimes they watch KayBee when he moves because KayBee is so short. And he's been known to say that when you're this short, you don't even need knees. So his legs are just straight when he walks, right? And he hobbles forward on his straight legs, and he reaches up as high as he can get. And he probably just barely gets above the guy's belt with his dagger. And there's a big poke. And the guy's like looking around, what is that? And got poked in the belly.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. They crumple after a fit of confusion, and you can hear that there are people coming from the direction that they had come from. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna be delayed. So I'll give everyone an action. I'll give them a round, and then we'll start at the top again.
Do we take cover and give an ambush?
Yeah, Garen will get to where he has line of sight as they come out through here.
Hmm.
And then he'll tell everyone, like Sean had said, take cover, get ready. And then he'll draw and he'll hold his action for as soon as one comes around the door.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hide these bodies real quick, just so it's a little less confusing.
Cluttered.
Yeah. Okay. So feel free to move yourselves wherever you like in this kind of like preparation round.
Erlen, did you want to be right at the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
right here. Oh, you mean Arlen? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Nat.
Okay.
And at this point, Arlen's maybe taken out the poetry book and is just reading the fresh beats, rather than the same one that she was saying before.
Absolutely. All right. So you all prepare for this final rush.
Heck yeah.
Garen, it is your turn. Remember that if you don't have anything to do now, you can always delay or prepare an action, I mean.
Yeah, I'll prepare an action again for when they come around the door.
Okay, cool. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You see this person come rounding around the bend there. They have a
Alright.
longbow. Go ahead and roll
So
me an
I-
attack.
Oh, good God. Wait, I've got a nat 20, right?
You do have a nat 20.
Yeah, you do.
I'm using it.
Okay, so do you want to roll double damage or do you want to roll twice for damage?
I'll roll twice. The more dice I roll, the more likely I am to get good damage.
Okay, so you roll an 8. Okay,
Oh my
so
God, yes.
it's 15, 20, 23, because you don't get the +3 2 times.
Right.
Okay, so 23, yeah.
They come around the corner. Garen perfectly anticipated it from their footsteps. They come around the corner, probably have their mouth open, about to shout something, and the arrow goes right into their mouth, and then they actually flip backwards and land on the ground.
Absolutely. Just Arlen, it is your turn.
Okay, Arlen, I thought I had used my channel divinity last time,
Mhm.
but I was re-looking through the VOD and I can't find where I used it,
Okay, yeah, it's fine, no
and
problem.
it's not marked off on my sheet. So, Arlen's going to hold on. How close are they? Ooh, perfect. Arlen's going to cast Twilight Sanctuary. So, she grabs her holy symbol, and all 4 of the gems begin glowing as suddenly this sphere of kind of twilight haze envelops the cavern within 30 feet of her. Starlight is kind of found everywhere inside of this Twilight Sanctuary, and now whenever somebody ends their turn there, I can give them temp HP, or I can end an effect causing it to be charmed or frightened.
Ooh, okay, cool.
And I end my turn, and I get temp HP.
Excellent. Love it.
Good job.
So I get 6.
Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. So you can't quite see them completely from where you are. They are definitely using this rounded corner here to their advantage. You see what appears to be a very smartly dressed man. They appear to be quite slick. Their hair is combed back and oiled, dark and manicured. You can see that they have a very trim beard, and he calls out to the group of you and says, "Well, well, well. Seems we've got company. I can't quite tolerate this."
Does he seem annoyed or embarrassed?
Yes, you can see that he is absolutely flustered. Oh my god, come on, roll 20. Sometimes this thing. Right. And you can hear him beginning to mutter arcane words. Definitely casting a spell. It's not quite loud enough for you to make it out. And they will delay. It is now your turn, Finn.
Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna walk up to them. Go around the corner because I did it. It's within my 30. Would I be able to? I guess because I know this is like a half square. Can I just be like right over here? Like would I be able to stand like right here? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oops. Just moving the
Because
world.
the way
not
this
the
Earthquake.
designed, yeah.
The whole Earth move.
Yeah, the whole Earth
Oh.
moved.
Oh, earthquake.
No, that's totally fine.
Okay. And then I will.
Let me reveal the
again...
map for you real quick.
Oh. Okay.
In case it makes a difference.
Probably.
Okay. As you peer down
That's
this little nook here, you can definitely see that there is someone coming.
Oh. Well.
In case that changes your plan.
I mean, I don't foresee my bow being strong enough to pierce through one person and then go to another. So I'm going to just use my great club and hopefully hope for the best this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, roll 20.
Sorry,
Oh,
one sec. So as you come up to them, their prepared action
Oh yeah, yeah.
goes
Hmm.
off.
Of course, yeah.
They cast magic missile. 3 times on you.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
2.
magic missiles are nasty.
Okay, they do
I can't wait.
10 damage to you.
Oh.
Why is this
Okay.
whispered?
Are you okay?
By 1, yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so as you round this corner, what you see is their full form. You can see that they appear to be half dressed, probably in a rush, had left their office, left their coat behind, and they're currently casting a spell. And as you round the corner, they thrust their hands forward, and 3 torrents of green light slam into your chest.
Oh.
And it is devastatingly painful.
Oh, damn it. I should have learned from before not to run at things.
And
Damn
I will
it.
add, we know he left his coat in his office because I'm wearing it.
Yeah, wait till he finds out.
Don't
Great
show
on you,
him
though.
it right now, please.
But it is your turn now.
Oh God. Well, with the little might I have left, I'm going to try my great club.
Yeah.
Please. Oh, please.
17 is a hit.
Oh goodness. Die, please.
Wow, 11 damage. That is pretty hefty, my dude. All right, you slam your great club into him, and it knocks the breath out of him. He wheels around in pain.
Oh Lord. Oh, he goes before me. Is there a way I could back up?
You will. Actually, does preparing an action use up your reaction?
No.
Okay.
It
well
actually
then-
does, because pulling the
Oh.
trigger executes your reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what I thought too. But
So you can back up without triggering an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Well.
I would recommend it.
Yeah. I'm like, well, they could just attack me next anyway. What does it matter? But yeah, no. How far can I go back? Can I go back to kind of where I was? and maybe
You were
behind
like
Garen?
here, 5, 10, 5,
It was
10,
like-
15, 20.
Oh, I
25,
used up the
30.
majority of my 30.
You
so I'd have
did.
to be like, yeah, I'd have to go like right here then.
No, you can't move that much. You can't even move at
Oh.
all. 5, 10,
Oh,
15,
oh.
20.
oh,
Was he
no.
here? Were you in front of Garen or
Yes.
behind
I-
Garen?
He was behind.
I think he was in that middle spot.
I was, I was right where you were.
There? Okay. Yep,
Yeah, I wasn't
unfortunately you
as-
can't.
Garen was behind me because I was protecting
Yes.
Garen because he's trying to be stealthy.
Yep.
And then I go and I get shot in the chest.
Oh, okay.
All right, well then I can't
you do,
move.
Yeah, you do have movement. If you were here. Sorry, my thing is messing up.
No, you're fine. How much can? See, if
Where?
I move back even like this, though, I'm still like right in their way. So
You were like,
I checked the VOD and he was in this middle space.
okay, cool. 5,
it was
10,
right there, yep.
15, 20. You have 10 movement, so you can move.
Can move probably like here.
Yeah, I have to refresh.
Oh, shit.
And then I can give you temp HP.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna move right here then.
You
I'm
get
fine
6
with
temp HP.
that.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. Sometimes
Yay,
we
I get-
retreat just a itty bitty bit.
I get to relive all of the first times I've played D&D here.
All right.
Harlan, is that rolled each round for each character ending a turn within 30?
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Okay. This is gonna suck.
Of course it is. Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh.
Oh, howdy,
Uh,
boy. How are you doing?
Garen held his action, right?
Already used it on the first one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right. No, they can miss. They can miss.
Oh, please.
With the way you've been rolling.
Is this where I use my nat 20? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Evil. Evil.
So they charge up. You see them brush right past Sambalay. Sambalay's like, get them! And then the Hobgoblin runs forward with longsword in hand, shield up, and does a 16 hit you? It's okay.
As the rule says, if it beats, it meets.
Okay. How much did you roll for your temp HP?
6.
6. You're fine. You only take 2
Okay.
slashing damage.
Oops, wrong way.
Oh.
Boom.
So you feel. So Emma, describe to me how this like magic. This blow would have totally just leveled him, right? If it weren't for your magic. Narratively
Yes.
describe to me how this like sustains Finn.
Yeah, I think this. I'm guessing it's a hobgoblin just based off of the art.
Yes.
But they run up. They've got shield in one hand, longsword in the other. They swing it down towards our good friend Finn, who's about to get out of the way, but it just barely starts to clip towards him. And suddenly this burst of like starlight erupts from Finn's armor within this sphere and causes the sword to be deflected slightly, and it kind of curves, missing Finn and hitting the ground.
I love it. Cool. KayBee, it's your turn. You're muted.
Alrighty. KayBee is going to move forward. 10, 20, 30. Right there is good. And can I see this point right here?
Yes.
Okay. Dangerous. But cast the spell. I bring out my Carpenter Square, which is can also be my spell focus for Artificer spell. And I aim and I point like it's a pistol. I aim and I point past the Hobgoblin dude over towards the wall where that wizard is hiding behind there.
Mm-hmm.
And I unleash a magic spell. There is a little spiral of light that shoots out, and it erupts when it strikes the wall as I unleash fairy fire.
Very nice.
And it's a 20-foot cube. So want to hit this area here, and I don't know, it might get my friend, but
You know what?
action is required.
20-foot cube. Finn's like
Barely
barely.
out.
Yeah, so he's not
Nice.
in it.
Nice.
All right.
So for these folks, they need a DC 15 dex save.
All right. Sambalay fails. The Hobgoblin fails.
So they are illuminated with KayBee sparkles and giving friends advantaggio.
Okay.
Is that your rap name, KB Sparkles?
Nice.
Oh my god.
However, this is a concentration spell, so therefore the bless falls off.
Excellent. Thank you for telling me.
Yep.
Okay.
The advantage gives so much more, though.
This is
Yes.
true.
All right. It is your owl's turn. However, you moved your
Oops.
owl with you. Did you want to use that movement to keep that?
I don't know. Does my owl move with me if it's sitting on my shoulder? Does he still get his own turn?
You know, I think that's kind of broken.
So he has to wait behind?
Yes.
Okay, well, he uses his turn. He flies 40 feet, gets in face at the goblin.
Perfect.
And actually, yeah, and let me measure distance. So 5. That would be about as far as he can go.
Yeah.
Yep. So he is in
Nutter
the
flutter.
face of the dude, giving help action to anybody who attacks the dude. next.
Okay,
So
excellent.
does that give double advantage?
Unfortunately,
Actually, that's a good point. There's no point in doing that. So he flew to my shoulder. Thank
Okay.
you.
cool. It is the Hobgoblin's turn. He is going to try to hit Finn again. Wait, did we miss Finn's turn?
Yeah, I think it's my turn next.
I think
Yeah.
the hobgoblin on the turn order that you're looking at was the one that died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. After
Oh, there's
the...
two. Gotcha. Let me remove.
Yep.
Let me remove that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. It is Garen's turn.
All right. And since I have advantage, roll for the sneak attack. 12.
12 is not a hit.
All right.
It
Then-
Bounces off of their shield.
Even with the sparkles, he just couldn't do it.
Yes, unfortunately.
I mean, he is trying to fire without hitting friend around a corner without hitting friend and Finn. So, you know,
Makes sense. Tight quarters. It's very risky stuff. Arlen, it is your
Yep.
turn.
Okay. KayBee, you get 5 temp HP. I forgot to say. And Garen, you get 3.
okay.
But Arlen will come around the corner to about here. And I think this guy's just out of melee range, but I'll go ahead and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Yeah. That was the dex save, right?
Yeah.
They rolled a 3.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Would I be in the flame too?
No.
No, it's a 5-foot thing.
Okay.
So yeah, they just burst into this radiant flame, dealing 4 points of damage.
4 damage.
I'm going to see if I get more than 6 temp, and I don't, so I'm going to keep my 6 temp HP.
Cool. It is now Sambalay's turn. They step over the body of the scout that is here on the ground that you can't quite see.
Mhm.
And they're gonna stay right there. They're gonna
Nice.
look at.
Arlen is still reading from the book.
Okay, they're
By
attacking
the way.
Ireland.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. He begins casting another spell. He says, "You will pay for this. I will flay you." And he casts Scorching Ray.
10 is going to miss.
Okay.
But Scorching Ray, he gets 2 more, right?
Yes, it's multiple rays.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's gonna try to Kamehameha you. 8.
That's miss.
Damn. Tell me narratively
think-
what this looks like, because you just like.
Yeah, I think as these flames are just kind of flying through this cave system towards Arlen, they just keep clashing with these beams of starlight that are just in the air. And Arlen just has this big smirk on her face as she finishes reading one poem and kind of like focuses her attention on Sanbalay, tossing the book to the side. "Oh my god, Sambalay, I'm such a big fan. and she pulls out her sword and is ready to go.
All right, cool. Finn, it is your turn. These
So-
like 3 bolts of fire just went flying over your head.
Lord almighty. So you'll see that Finn now, during all this interaction, ever since he kind of moved back and he's been, sort of stunned and hurt, he is very visibly grabbing his necklace, and holding it and just saying, "I'm sorry. I should have learned. I'm so sorry." And just like he can just feel himself sort of just be closer to death than he's felt in a very long time from one other instance that has been not said yet. So he is just sort of like freaking out a bit. And then all of that just coming at him, just missing him, figuring out it wasn't aimed for him, it was aimed for Arlen, but like, oh my goodness. So he's just been sitting here and he's like, you know what? Worst comes to worst, we'll be reunited. And he will once again try to use his great club, but instead of going at Sambalet, he'll go he'll go after the other guy that's right next to him, like
Okay.
right on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 20, please.
Hmm.
Oh wait, do I still have my advantage?
You have advantage, yes.
Yes.
Because he is very fired.
Yeah.
But there's no die. There's no die
Yeah,
for
no
bless
bless.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bless is off.
You
Oh,
do
bless
have
you.
a nat 20 though.
I mean, I'm almost dying. I may as well. Yeah, this is.
Okay, nat 20.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to.
Go ahead and roll. Wait, so do you want to double damage or roll twice?
Roll twice.
Okay, so go ahead and hit Great Club twice. 9. 11
11.
damage. All right, tell me what this looks like.
He feels as though death is coming upon him. He feels as though, in one hand, he can be reunited, but in the other hand, he's like, I have to stop this. This is a test. Even in my final breath, I have to do something. So he grabs his great club and he says, if I'm going to die, I'm going to go down fighting. And just whams him right in the face and just drops.
Yeah, you hear a sickening crunch. His head goes to the side at an unnatural angle, and he just slumps down, the armor heavily clashing to the ground. Anything else
yeah.
for you? You want to move?
He is going to visibly be the most probably angry and freaked out anybody has ever seen him, in both the scared and sort of, both in a scared way and a very sort of ragey way. And he's going to look over and see that I'm saying it right, Sambalet?
Sambalay, yep.
Sambalay, okay. He's going to look over and he's going to see Sambalay still standing there, and he's going to try and move further back because he knows that he's a couple good shots away from possibly just going away.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to try, if I can I move back behind Arlen if I got my movement back enough?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move down here then. I mean, I might be able to try and shoot some arrows, but he's really going to try and stay out of this now.
Okay. So you retreat. KayBee,
A
it is
little
your
bit.
turn.
You also get 5 points of temp HP. That doesn't stack, but it will replace the 4 that you currently have.
Okay, so do I add it to the 4 then?
No.
That I have?
No,
You replace
it's just
it.
5 now.
Oh, it's just 5. Oh, so I get
Yeah.
1. Okay, all right.
So
KayBee.
Erlen is standing here in front of me. I kind of peer around Erlen, and I look at that guy, and I with knotted eyebrows, and I say, "You're a wizard. I'm a wizard too, but I'm not a bad wizard. I'm good. I hang with heroes." And I don't even need to roll for the advantage. That is a 26 for 1 point.
Go ahead and roll anyway in case you get a crit.
Good point.
So we're gonna go with the 26 because that is the higher one. You do 1 point of damage.
So, I'm not a bad wizard like you.
You just see like this like flame lick up against his face, and it takes away half of his mustache and his beard. It looks very silly now. Goes, "Roar, you will pay for this." Ah. Anything else?
That's not enough.
No.
It's 7 points of temp HP.
Ooh,
Very
Instead of
nice.
5. Owl, same thing. It's an ally, right?
Yeah.
Ally would get 8 points of temp HP.
Dude, wow.
Yes,
thank
yes,
you.
yes. All right. Next, we have Garen.
All right. Well, Garen is going to fire at Sanbalay. Does a 16 hit
Absolutely.
for 12 damage?
Jesus.
Nice.
I love sneak attack.
Oh my gosh. Very nice. Okay, yes. So this arrow just like rips into his chest, and you can see that he doubles over in pain, but he's not quite incapacitated yet. Anything else for you?
No, I'd say that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not kitty.
Arlen, it is your turn. You can see that this individual is at death's door.
Yeah. Garen, you can have 4
Oh,
points
KayBee
of
got
temp
big.
HP. KayBee's huge.
Yeah. Somehow my token-
Arlen is going to come up, and I think she's going to try to attack non-lethally, or that's her intention,
Hmm.
but I don't think the sword lets her. And so if she hits, she'll probably kill this guy.
Okay, cool.
But I don't hit, so it's
That's
fine.
a miss. Yes. All right. Yeah. So like you are like, all right, I'm gonna knock this guy out. There's just something about the blade, the way it hums in your hand. This red steel blade. It says, "You must feed me. This is part of your lesson." You miss. Anything else on your turn?
I think that's gonna be it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, it is Sambalay's turn. He is going to cast a spell. He locks eyes with you, Arlen, and he sees your hesitation as the blade speaks to you, urging you to take a bloodied action when you are trying to restrain yourself. Something of an instinct kicks in for Sambalay, and you see his hands rise up, and they begin to glow a different color. It's going to attempt to cast Charm Person on you.
Ooh.
So you will need to make a Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Okay. I'm good at those. Just barely. Just barely.
Wow. All right.
I think
Yeah,
as
describe
this
this to me.
magic starts to take hold over Arlen's mind, these kind of like pieces of starlight that are in this sphere begin moving closer towards Arlen and begin flashing in front of her face. Because one of the effects of Twilight Sanctuary is that you can get rid of a charmed or frightened condition currently affecting somebody. So I think this is like helping her resist,
Mhm.
and it helps break her out as she's beginning to fall under, and she snaps awake.
Excellent. All right. Finn, it is your turn.
Oh man. So Finn is trying to more or less stay out of the way for the most part. As you can see, he's very visibly just like attached to his necklace at this point, and he's like, "You gotta give me strength. You gotta give me strength. I think I can do this. I think so." And would I be good enough to throw a longbow? To throw my arrow?
Yes.
Or would Arlen be in the? Oh,
No,
I
you
don't want
can
to drag
shoot.
myself.
You can shoot. You will have to move forward though, because you can't shoot around the corner.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move this this little KayBee over here. I don't know what's going on. But...
Giant KayBee.
Yeah, I accidentally deleted my token somehow, and I tried to re-add it, and it's
Oh.
Oh. Do you
Am I-
not do you not see it right there?
no.
I see two of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I
Wow.
see too.
There we
Yeah.
go. It's back.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yay.
KayBee, did you double yourself? Oh.
When did you learn mirror image?
All right,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Go ahead and shoot.
Oh, please. Oh.
Advantage.
Advantage. So
Oh
14.
yes, fairy fire.
Thank you, Sean.
Oh,
14
Lord. Okay.
is a hit. Roll me some damage.
Oh. Please.
Jeez, that's overkill.
Nice.
Yes. I like overkill.
All right, he had 3 hit points left. All right, describe
Okay.
to me what this looks like.
All right. So he uses probably the last bit of might he has left in his body, and he just pulls back and he goes, "I'm sorry for making the same mistake again, but I have to stop this evil no matter what it costs." And pulls back his bow and just shoots it right, and it catches him square in the throat, and it is just enough power where it goes completely through the neck. So you see the end right here, and then the arrow like in the back of him, and he just kind of falls down and collapses. At the same time he does that, Finn kind of gives a big sigh, and he also falls down.
All right. That is the end of combat. And I think this is a perfect time for us to take a quick break. We will be back in 5 minutes, and we will see what happens in the aftermath of taking down Sambalay. You're back. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Right, as Sambalay falls, an eerie quiet settles. You can hear very closely, not too far off from where you are. There's definitely the sound of gentle lapping water.
Arlen kind of
I'm gonna reveal all the bodies again.
looking down at her blade and what almost happened. She is lost in thought for a moment and kind of stares into space as she's thinking about something, but she shakes her head and sheathes her blade, coughing to herself. Well, that wasn't so bad. Well, except, I mean, Finn, you got quite hurt, but I mean, other
Yeah.
than that,
It was okay, I guess. Yeah.
we made it through.
Garen would walk over to Finn. You did well. Just be more careful, please.
Well, one bad thing about me is I tend to sometimes not learn from my mistakes. But
Oh.
I've got, and he holds on to his amulet as he says this. I've got my faith in me, so I'm very lucky.
I guess.
And I've got all you too. Thank you.
Yes. And
I guess there's no ghost.
No,
I
Alright.
think there might be something behind that creepy door, but I think
think
if
so.
we were to deal with that, it might be better for us to go
I-
outside the house, camp out and rest for the night, and then come
Yeah.
back in the
Yeah,
morning.
we're-
I normally do not like to say I want to walk away,
Mhm.
but I don't know how long I'll last if we go into yet another let's peek around the door sort of thing.
Of course,
Discretion
absolutely.
discretion is the better part of valor.
I've heard of that,
Yeah.
yes.
We don't need to tangle with it. Then let's not.
I do think
Well, we-
though. I do think though before we leave, we should probably look around. Maybe look around at some of the bodies.
I
See
agree.
if there's anything of value, possibly.
There's likely more of this cave we haven't explored. That might
Mhm.
be where they have a lot of what we haven't, or what they have.
Right.
So
I can smell the ocean, so they might have some ships somewhere as well. But
Right.
Oh,
yes, of course.
Who?
I think no matter what, once we finish searching what's here, we should rest. And then after that, we can decide if we need to go back to town or if we want to do as we said we would and kill this ghost that's in the house, whatever it may be.
Okay. For the sake of expediency, because this is a timed game and a streamed experience, you begin to look around. You find that the rest of the caverns are certainly not that expansive. There is a large chamber, presumably where Sambalay had come from, over here. There are a number of items there. There appears to be another collection of items down here. And then away to the ocean, a small ship.
Is there anything cool at the bottom of the water? Arlen jumps in.
So go ahead and if you guys want to split up and split and conquer, just go ahead and move your tokens to where you want to while you do these investigations. We got a 10 investigation from Finn, a 22 from KayBee, and an 18 from Garen.
Oh, I guess I should roll 2.
Yes, please do. Okay. Let me see here. That is a nat 20 from Arlen. Very nice. Okay, so Garen and Finn, the room you're in, this cavern, like the passes leading into it, is well lit by torches held in simple iron brackets. You can see 5 small bolts of cloth stacked against the wall to your left, and to your right are 8 small casks in a neat row. It seems like it must have been the primary storage chamber for whatever this gang was up to. You were told by the bandit that they are smugglers, so these items are likely either of high value or interesting enough to keep around. I'm going to say with the 10 investigation, Finn, you look at these bolts and you can definitely tell it's silk. You don't know how much it's worth, but it looks very, very nice. Garen, with the 18, the casks that you see are definitely a type of brandy, and you can tell that they are probably some high quality make and brand.
Is brandy something that's like an illicit thing, or is it just they're trying to bring in large quantities to make as much profit?
It definitely is not an illicit thing. It's more of just this is a fine good that they probably procured from somewhere.
Taxes.
Taxes, yeah. You look at it and you can see that this particular brandy. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
All right, we'll see how bad that can be.
Okay. So this is call it the Red Tree Brandy, and you know that each cask is worth 10 gold each.
How many casks are there?
There are 8.
Nice.
Googling brandy cask. How big is this thing?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's like a barrel,
like a
like a full-size
large.
barrel.
Oh wow, yeah, we're not taking all that on our own.
Not in one trip.
Use the boat.
Yeah.
I don't think that little dinghy can carry that much.
Well, how do you think it got here in the first place?
Not all at once.
Yeah.
True.
But
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We have a headquarters.
All right. Arlen, The passage that leads into this cave seems to lead directly to the sea. The tide is out at present, so there's little water in the cave, but there's an obvious high water mark 3 feet above the floor. Pulled up onto the sloping cave floor is a small boat, perhaps large enough for 8 people, with oars, a step-down mast, and a neatly furled sail. A rope tied to the bow is being placed on a large boulder that serves as an anchor. As you kind of like check out the area around the boat, there's nothing really of value. You do find that there are some stray coins in the low tide here. And as you investigate, especially with the Nat 22, I'm going to say that a lot of it has kind of like half sunken into the sand. And if you want to take time to like fetch all of that, you definitely can. But you definitely get the sense that there's a lot.
I mean, she's not doing much else. She'll hang out down there. It feels good to be in the water.
And you can breathe underwater, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say that it takes about an hour and you collect 100 gold pieces.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Putting that in the loot log.
Yeah. All right. KayBee, what are you doing over here?
Checking out bosses. Checking the wizard's pockets.
Okay. Excellent. So there are a number of things with a 22 investigation. He has what appears to be a pipe, a smoking pipe, a set of dice that appear to be masterfully crafted, and there is a small stone.
Since we have a little bit of time, I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic. And any other loot that requires attention, I'm going to be assessing if there's anything detects as magic coder.
Okay, so tell me what this spell looks like as you cast Detect Magic.
So for KayBee, it's, so much of his casting is about using his tools. At least when he's using his artificer spells, his wizard spells, not so much. But for this, he lays out the tools from his tool belt, and he's got his carpenter square, and he's got his thieves tools and his tinker's tools. So what he's doing is he's got these calipers, these measuring calipers, and he's like checking the sizes, and he brings out a knotted string, and he's like doing math and a piece of chalk and doing some math, and he's basically doing his deep analysis on this as he casts this spell to so there's glowy bits and it's glowing different colors and lights. Anybody who looked at it would see that, it's just like all kinds of little things are glowing. What is it?
Excellent. So yes, the pipe lights up. It is definitely a magic item. Does Detect Magic tell you what kind? No.
It'll tell you the school of magic, perhaps.
Enchantment, haha. There is a small polished stone that is also in one of his pockets, and that is magic.
Sweet. We'll have to identify those later.
Okay.
On the morrow.
Yes.
Actually, how we have an hour downtime? I could do identify as a ritual as well.
Okay, so tell me what your identify spell looks like.
A lot of the same. It's all this tool time.
Excellent. All right, so you break out your tools. Are you just doing this right next to the dead body?
Don't magic shame me.
Listen, my RP give me immersion.
I know.
Just like KayBee is this like 3 foot
I glance
tall,
over at that.
like
I glance over this
cold-blooded
wizard.
killer, just
I'm not a
sitting
cold-blooded
down
killer.
next to this. I'm just kidding.
I'm talking to the guy while I'm checking out his stuff.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
See,
Go ahead.
this is what happens when you hang out with bad people. You get bad ideas, and then bad stuff happens. And I'd say I'm sorry, but I wonder, did you hurt anybody? I hope not. We'll put your magic stuff to good use, or we'll sell it. We'll take care of the people you hurt.
Excellent. All right, so you cast Identify. Can you paste the spell for me?
I did.
Excellent. I can read, I swear. Okay, you learn its properties. All right. The pipe is called a Pipe of Remembrance. This long, delicate wooden pipe features a bowl made from smooth river stone. When the pipe is lit, smoke exhaled from it does not dissipate, instead lingering around the bearer. After 10 minutes, the smoke forms moving shapes that reenact the bearer's most impressive and heroic achievements for 5 minutes. When this realistic performance is complete, the smoke dissipates. The pipe cannot be used this way again until next dawn.
This should be good for a hero. I know so many heroes.
And then the rock appears to be luckstone.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Okay.
Sambalay definitely could have used that.
He must have forgot about it.
Yeah. This flat gray and black river stone is inscribed with an unknown arcane symbol and feels cool to the touch. While carrying this stone, you can gain advantage on one ability check of your choice. It can't be used again until next dawn.
Okay, I'll tell my friends what these items are, and they can decide how they want to distribute them.
Arlen's fishing for gold.
All right, Finn and Garen, you definitely, like, within an hour,
Probably have
survey as
gotten
much as you
both
can.
rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this room more the same as the last one?
So you go down the tunnel and you find... The passage widens to the south to a point of a small cavern. There are 3 bolts of cloth and 5 small casts in the middle of the floor, resting on a piece of coarse matting. They appear to be exactly the same.
Okay.
There are quite a few casks of brandy and this fine silk cloth.
All of it
Finn-
too heavy for us to really transport in mass back.
Well, I would say that, does anybody have water vehicle proficiency?
That's the proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have carpenter's tools. That's it.
All right.
Well, other
Give
stuff too.
me intelligence saves, everybody.
Oh dear.
Oh, intelligence. Oh,
All right, this
Intelligence saves or intelligence
just saves.
rolls?
well, I could have used that
Oh,
earlier.
God.
7 from Arlen, 25 from KayBee, 15 from Finn, and a nat 1 4 from Garen. Okay. KayBee, we'll just go ahead and say that, especially since you are quite crafty and experienced with a number of tools, you probably have a pretty good sense of weight and distribution and buoyancy and all kinds of like physics shit, right? And you get the sense that if you wanted to load up all these casks and stuff into the boat, that you could make 2 trips.
Two trips?
Yeah, so you can pretty much take half, like, all the collection in the cave or all the collection in the tunnel here in 1 trip.
So I hold up the carpenter square and I say, Garen, you see that? You gotta crouch down and look.
Yeah.
2 trips.
I'd say Garen's fussing over Finn. No, don't push yourself so hard. You're hurt. All right, it's okay, Finn. Just take it easy. What was that, KayBee? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Two trips.
Two trips. Oh, okay, great.
All right. So KayBee, you have definitely turned out the pockets of Sambalay, the late wizard. Is there anything else that you want to do over here?
Yeah, I guess I'll just check the other bosses. Anything of value that might the group might be able to sell at town.
Okay.
No, so we want to collect all that.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and carry over your detect magic because you would have seen this. The hobgoblin that came up first, the one that had first rushed your group, was wearing magical armor. And I'll go ahead and say that your identify also kicks in. It is called Mariner's Scale Mail. While wearing this armor, you have a swim speed equal to your walking speed. In addition, whenever you start your turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface. The armor is decorated with fish and shell motifs. This armor consists of a coat and leggings and perhaps a separate skirt of leather covered with overlapping pieces of metal, much like the scales of a fish. The suit includes gauntlets and gives disadvantage to stealth checks.
Awesome. Somebody will definitely want that.
Mm-hmm.
So is it effectively heavy armor or medium
It is
armor?
medium. So it is AC 14 plus a max dex of 2. You can get a max of 16 from that. Turning out the pockets of the other individuals, you find 38 gold completely, collectively, and you find their weapons and their armor. But their weapons seem to be pretty terrible condition,
Yeah.
and their armor is
Okay.
definitely ragtag, scavenged and collected from their corpses, probably.
Yeah, don't really want to touch corpses unless it's something that could be sold. So
Yeah, no. I don't think any of this might be useful.
Okay, and that's pretty much all that the group of you can find down here.
Okay. I think after, as you guys finish searching everything, Arlen finally comes up from the water. And it's just dripping as she comes back around with a bag full of coins.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, hi.
Oh, there were a lot of coins stuck in the mud, and so I just spent some time in the water picking those out.
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, that's right, you can dive underwater.
Yes.
Did you how much you find?
That's about 100 gold.
Oh,
Oh,
impressive.
that's wow, that's a lot.
That
Good,
is.
We
good.
found some casks of brandy and some silk that might have some good value.
The silkwood, yeah. I don't know how much of the brandy we're gonna be able to carry though. It's big barrels,
Well,
kind of like the thing we did with the barrels before.
yeah. KayBee says we can get everything in 2 trips with the dinghy. So
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Carolyn, did you see the sea? Does it go out to the sea?
It does, yes. But Finn, you look quite exhausted. I mean, there are beds here, perhaps, and we've cleared everything out. Perhaps we should rest.
Yeah, I don't want to drag anyone down, but I don't know how much.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer we can go without you guys probably dragging my corpse.
no, I think it's wise if we rest. I'll take first watch because it's behind a door, but doesn't mean we're completely safe.
That's
We
my big worry.
We should still set a
Oh,
watch.
wait. Are we gonna set up camp here? Are we gonna go back outside the doors? Where are we going?
Well, there are those beds in the other room.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you figure that if it was safe enough for them, it's probably safe enough for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, if
Garen
y'all don't mind, then I think
Of
laying down would be a
course.
really good thing right now.
Garen is insisting on setting a watch though, regardless of safety.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. It's just
All right.
Being in a room with corpses. Yeah, this is not serial killer feel at all.
All right.
We can move the corpses into the other room.
Oh, you're gonna have a hard time moving that body that is literally melted into the wall right there.
Right.
All right.
Press the digitate stuff and hang them and
You
hang
throw
a
this
blanket.
body over there. Okay, so we will say that we will have the effects of a long rest here. Everyone takes turns watching. You find that there is absolutely nothing. Well, that's not true. No people come to bother you. You could swear that you hear something scratching in the walls, something creaking above you. There's an ominous feeling to this house, this haunted house, up on the bluff, 3 miles outside of Saltmarsh. Something groans in the distance, but when you look that way, you don't hear it again for some time. You don't sleep comfortably, but you dress your wounds, and you manage to find some sleep after fits of exhaustion. Go ahead and remove 1 ration from your inventory each, and go ahead and restore everything as you have the benefits of a long rest. Garen, you
Yes.
had successfully completed the comet requirement. Thank you so much for the draw of the Deck of Many. Garen, you immediately level up. For the sake of today's session, you don't have to worry about that at this moment. And we will go ahead and carry over your level up next time. Okay?
Okay.
So fully healed, full stomachs. You break camp. What do you do?
All right. Well, now that we're all rested, how are you feeling, Finn?
Oh man, I needed that. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm great. I sometimes I get a little overconfident when I did so well with all the other battles we've done lately. I've just thought maybe I was doing good. This is how. And he kind of looks down a little bit. This is kind of how the other adventure ended.
Finn, no, you are awesome. You're a hero.
You did great.
You're so brave.
You've still done very well, but
Yeah,
I mean, the only note I would give is when there's an enemy that's clearly waiting around the corner, and we're setting up an ambush as well, you want to draw them to you, not you to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
I'm still to learn that, but yeah.
Well, you have plenty of time to learn. You're alive. You're well.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to be alive, and I owe that to you guys. I mean, I don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you. I
Of
very much
course.
appreciate you.
And I believe there's still more that we can learn here.
Oh,
We said that we
yes.
would rid this place of a ghost, and
yes.
I do believe there's something here.
Definitely.
And now that we're rested,
Yeah.
I think
Now,
we should do what we came here to do.
I agree.
all right. So, do we go back where we were? Or do we go through the?
Let's,
I think we go
I'd
through
say
the
we skip
spooky
the door.
door.
Yeah.
go through
Start with the
danger
door. Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. You approach the door. Go ahead and move your tokens. You approach this door that is barred on this side. The word danger has been written in chalk right
we
on the
listen?
face of it. You can absolutely listen.
Can we put our ear to the door? Yeah.
Absolutely. How tall is everyone? So we definitely have KB's ear at the bottom. Whose head is above KB's stacking up?
Probably, right?
Yeah. I'd say Garen's leaning over Finn to put his ear up to the door.
Do I have a height on my character?
Do I have a height? All right. Excellent.
6 foot. I'm 6 foot. I put
Oh.
6 foot on my character. So
So
Ireland's
Garen
about
is,
like
Oh.
5'6".
Nice.
okay. So Garen has jumped onto
Perception.
Finn's back to lean
Aw.
in and listen.
Okay. So that's 8 KB perception, 25, nat 20 from Garen, 19 from Friend, 16 from Arlen, and a 9 persuasion. Finn caresses the
Oh.
door and says, "Please tell me your secrets."
my dyslexia. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Percept that one.
Yes,
that one?
11.
Okay.
There
Okay.
we go.
Garen, you listen, you hear absolutely nothing. You are very confident there is nothing alive on the other side of the door.
Dun dun dun.
It's silent.
Can I touch the danger door? Can I touch the bricks of the danger door to open it?
I don't think we need to touch bricks for this one. Just lift the bar out of the way.
A lift bar then.
All right, you lift the bar. It is surprisingly easy. As you
Oh.
do,
Oh.
as you
Holy
do,
schmoly.
light spills in from the large room behind you, and it barely shows that
Oh.
the chamber is about 12 feet across and the corners are filled with shadow. What little you can see is dingy and dirty. As soon as the door opens, shapes in all corners of the room begin to shift. You hear the cracking of bone as 6
Uh-oh.
old skeletons begin to rise. And please roll me initiative.
We still have those Molotov cocktails, right?
We do.
We
I
do.
I thought about that after our break, by the way.
I would have given probably Finn the
Yeah.
vigilant blessing since you were the one opening the door.
Oh. Yeah.
You have advantage, roll again.
Oh. Okay. Yay. Thank you. Hiya. That's way better.
Significantly better.
My name is
Going from a 1 to a net 20.
Okay. Why whisper this light?
Must fight undead zombies.
Okay,
or undead skeletons.
descending. Music change.
Say, Stella, could you?
We need circus music.
Stella, can you?
Stella, could you sort that again? Because somehow friends initiative over my initiative.
There we go.
Okay.
Let me select friends token. Try friend again. Perfect.
Cool.
Hmm.
All right. Yes. So you see 6 skeletons beginning to rise up. KayBee, you are first.
I peek around the door frame. I say, "Oh my gosh! Peekaboo!" And then I point my finger, and a cloud of sparkles erupts across the room, and sparkle magic, fairy fire, covers them, showers these golden sparkles
Okay.
all throughout the space.
Pretty sure that gets everybody.
Yep.
All right. Cool. You all can see that the skeletons are illuminated by the fairy fire. This gives you advantage on attacks against them.
Technically, they need to make saving throws
Oh, yes, you're right.
for it to affect them.
All right, I'm gonna
yeah,
go red, blue, green, orange, purple decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 15. All right, so blue, tails.
Red and orange pass.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. Your spell is successful for the most part. Anything else for
And
me?
then I step back.
Okay, perfect. Finn, it's your turn.
I guess Finn kind of like is looking at this and going, animated corpses. Could this possibly be necromancy? I don't know. And he's sort of hesitant because of the last time he went in and used his club, but he's feeling a little bit more okay with it being it's undead or animated versus it being an actual, I guess, alive person, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll sort of kind of creep in there and he will go ahead and use his great club
Okay. Please.
on the yellow one.
Excellent. This one has glowing golden eyes. And it looks at
Ooh.
you with unnatural undead power. Go ahead and roll it at advantage, please.
Oh, nice.
Wow, nat
Yes.
20. Very, very nice. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Bag of bones.
it's 12 damage?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, the health bars aren't showing. All right. It looks very, very messed up, but it is still. You basically you smash your great club into it, and it shatters the rib cage. An arm goes flying, splintering. One of the hips has collapsed. It's definitely on its last leg. Haha. Hee hee. Okay. Garen, it's your turn.
Hey, I guess Garen will step up to the door and fire on Purple Eyes.
Okay.
No, yeah, fire on Purple Eyes. He's confident he can kill it. Would I have advantage on this or no?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got Firefighter.
So that means you get sneak attack. Yes. That's a hit.
Alright, so no crit, but 8 damage.
Very nice.
Alright,
Oh, wait. Hold on.
so that's piercing.
Okay.
So do they have a damage reduction?
So,
for that or no?
they do not have damage reduction. However, they do have a damage vulnerability of bludgeoning, which
Oh.
means you actually did
Ooh.
double damage. And this thing's absolutely down for the count.
Yeah, you crushed it, dude.
It is bone meal now. Thank you for
Good job,
reminding
Jen.
me. Yeah. Okay, but no, your arrow is very effective. It destroys one of the arms of this very old skeleton. Okay.
All right, and then because you can still move after attacking, Garen would actually back up again.
Excellent. Arlen, it is your turn.
Ben, stop running into places. And she's gonna run in here.
I slowly moved this time, thank you. And I about destroyed that undead bone zombie-looking thing.
You did destroy it, but you're gonna get yourself killed. And she casts Turn Undead.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
Nice.
Okay. As
So
an
she
action.
rushes in, presenting her holy symbol, and suddenly this force erupts from it, kind of like a shock wave, kind of overcoming the undead slightly, and they need to make wisdom saves. And if they fail, they have to run away from me.
Okay. Yeah, you brandish the symbol of Celestion. So I'll go ahead and do it in the same order here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez.
So green and purple pass.
Okay. Red is scared. Okay. Excellent. Yes, so you see them beginning to turn around, and they are trying to claw into the walls. Ones that have failed. Anything else for you?
She's gonna shout, "Kill the ones that aren't running first."
It is the skeleton's turns. We're gonna say the purple one here moves forward and tries to smash into Finn with a short sword. Oh, that's a crit, but it's only 6 damage. All right, you take 6 damage as it literally just shivs you.
4, 5, and 6.
5.
So that basically ate up all of my temp and just only 1 regular, so that's fine.
You don't
That's
have
fine.
temp anymore.
Yeah, the temp is
Oh.
gone now.
Oh, well, hold on then. How much did you say then?
6 damage, please.
6 damage.
Oh, okay, that takes me down to... Okay. Good.
This one is the one with green eyes comes up to Arlen and does 6 piercing damage. As it also shivs you with a rusty longsword.
Love it.
Okay. Next, a door kicks open, and you see secret door kicks open, and you see another individual appear. This one is a little different, however. You see that this corpse appears to be wearing a pointed hat and is dressed in a robe embroidered with mystic symbols. The robe
It's a lich.
opens in front, and you can see that the rib cage of this creature, each rib seems to have been dipped in gold. You hear a hoarse voice as it raises a finger. Wisps of a beard float from its bony jaw. It traces arcane symbols in the air as it says, "Secrets found and then lost again, your paltry minds cannot fathom." And you see him pull off of his belt what appears to be a flask of some kind. He is going to throw at Finn. Acid. Does a 16 hit you?
Meets a beats.
Okay. You take 7 acid damage as it throws a vial at you, and it smashes into your shoulder.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 acid damage.
Could
Nice,
I ask
nice.
a question?
Yes.
I didn't want to interrupt you because that was a beautiful description.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But if it could have heard me through that door and it's undead, it would have needed to make a saving throw for turn undead as well.
Okay. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and do that. Wisdom?
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Everything happened as it happened.
Cool. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for telling me. All right. And that's its turn. Friend, it is your turn.
So friend is gonna fly in, and actually friend is gonna roost on my shoulder.
Okay.
Yep. So KBE on my turn, I'm gonna step over to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna survey the area, and I'm gonna say, "Oh no, oh, don't!" And I raise my. This is a wizard spell. I raise my finger. This is verbal somatic, and I point at the this new figure with the pointed hat. Oh no, another wizard! And I go dook 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 with my finger as I release magic missile.
Very
And that is
nice.
a total of 3 darts
Okay.
for 9 points of damage.
Very
And
nice.
each of these darts looks like a nail.
All right.
I like it.
Craftsman nail.
As they smash into this skeletal figure, you can see that cracks and chunks of bone are beginning to fly and form, and it seems to soak up the damage. Your effect... Oh. Okay. Yes.
So it
Everything's
looks like
fine.
you didn't do anything.
No, it did. It absolutely did.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I'm so bad at reading. Holy shit. Okay. Everything's fine. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Okay. Finn, it is your turn.
He will sort of give up. He'll get up as he took some of these blows, and he'll look at the purple one, and he'll go, "Well, I've survived death once today. If this is the way I'm going to go out, may as well be against you." And he'll throw his great club again.
Right. 11 is...
It's got advantage.
It's
so
20.
20.
Yeah,
20
that
is
one
a
is
hit.
very fire.
Yes. 20 is a
Nice.
hit. Right, so this double damage? Absolutely. Tell me what this looks like.
Well, he's once again kind of feeling it, and he sort of just uses as much might as he can to just sort of smash it, I guess, in the ribs. And as it's kind of falling down, he just smacks it in the back of the head, and it just kind of collapses right down in front of him.
Excellent. Garen, it's your turn.
All right. Garen is gonna poke into the door again, and gonna follow KB's lead,
Mhm.
and fire at the pointy hat guy.
Okay.
Which probably don't have advantage with him, do I?
No fairy fire.
All right. 14.
14 is still a hit.
So 8 damage.
Okay. Right. It takes an arrow. Seems to be pretty effective. Not super effective,
Okay.
but it works.
No, it's not a great club.
Okay. Anything else for you?
So he's gonna step back around the corner again, because he's wanting to make certain his friends have an escape route if they need it. Hint, hint.
All right. Arlen, it is your turn.
Arlen is going to cast Guiding Bolt at the pointy hat one.
Okay.
And he kind of forms in her hands a piece of large starlight and just kind of blasts it towards it. And we'll see how I do. This is +5. Ooh, 24.
Okay. 24 is a hit.
So this is 4d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
And the next hit will have advantage.
Okay.
With 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay. All right. So this light explodes against him, and he is now shrouded in an outline. Still standing.
Oh, I rolled 44.
Okay.
Sorry.
So go ahead and roll
46.
2d6. Yeah.
So it's actually 19.
Okay. 19. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's enough. Okay. Tell me what this looks like.
Yeah, so this glimmer of starlight explodes across the room. And you know that scene in The Last Jedi where the two ships, the small ship collides into the bigger ship? And it's like that really beautiful moment of all of a sudden there's this white streak and the ship is kind of blown apart. It's very much like that. And all of a sudden you see this white glimmer move quickly through the room and move past this pointy hat skeleton, and all of a sudden it's just broken apart and its pieces fly across the room, hitting the wall, and it's dead.
Excellent. Yes. Shards of this once wizard ? Go flying throughout the room, and as you do so, all of the undead that seem to have been animated are suddenly destroyed.
Oh.
I guess it was necromancy.
Yes.
Walking
Finn, write this
normal.
down. If there is a room full of enemies,
Yeah.
don't run into it by yourself.
Run in by self, don't. Got it.
Yes.
And generally,
Underline, exclamation point.
Generally,
Stop doing
Finn-
this to yourself.
I can
Get
see
help.
it now.
yeah.
Adventuring Cliff Notes.
And Finn, generally, if corpses are walking, there's necromancy involved.
As I figured, but
I don't know if there is a situation where they would walk around without necromancy, but
I suppose I knew it was necromancy. I just didn't realize that was the thing controlling it.
Yes, of course. Well, it
interesting.
wasn't a ghost, but I do believe that that's possibly what the hauntings were about.
I would gather, yes.
And Garen's going to proceed to search.
Yeah, wow. Nice.
Wow.
Not
Oh,
20.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. So the group of you kind of survey your surroundings. You find that the room that the skeletons were in, there's absolutely nothing else. It certainly was a room specifically used to safeguard this secret room that Garen heads into and begins to investigate. You see here that the secret door opens towards you to reveal a clutter of broken glass and earthenware piled in the floor beyond. There are 3 small copper pots that lie amid the debris. You see that there is a bench that runs down the west wall of what appears to be a laboratory. On the bench are jars of powders and liquids and several pieces of chemical apparatus. There's a table on the south wall, forming an L shape in the bench. The book is open on the table. Also on the table is a candlestick, and a tiny stump of unlit candle is still in it. A variety of other items that, even in the dim light, shine with the warmth of pure gold. One of these objects looks like a human skull.
That's
The
so
skull of pure gold?
Yep.
KayBee, is any of this magical?
I'll check. That's a good idea. That's so sad. Somebody's head. Oh. I cast Detect Magic as a ritual. Takes 11 minutes.
Okay. So you cast your spell. You can see that none of these golden items seem to be magic. You do find, as you swivel around, there is a magic item on the skeletal alchemist.
Hmm.
You pick
Oh, what's
what
this?
looks to be a very plain pouch off of his belt. It is magic.
Take a peek in the pouch.
When you look inside, you see nothing. It's like staring into a void.
I don't know what this is. We can check it out. I don't know if we have time now, but now or later we can figure out what it is.
What is everyone else doing? Garen, so you're over by the desk. You see there's a book on the desk, and then there's a bunch of golden items.
I'd say Garen would collect the gold and kind of leaf through the book, see what it is.
The book seems to be... the title reads, Ye Script of Ye Philosopher's Stone, with no author acknowledged. With your... No, it's just a book to you.
Okay. And yeah, he's gonna take the book and gold and collect it all and say, all right, well, while KayBee is doing KayBee things, let's get everything into the boat and that we can, and then once he's done, we can take what loot we can and move on.
Sounds good.
Okay, Finn, you help collect the items. So the golden objects on the table are a human skull, that is gold, an apple, that is gold, a rose, that is gold, a set of 5 small discs that are gold. Also on the table seems to be small stacks of gold coins. It totals 47 gold pieces.
Oh.
I will say with the 25, nat 20 perception, Garen, you notice there's a secret compartment on the table.
Oh.
He'll check the secret compartment as well.
It is locked.
All right.
Easy, 23. You finesse it with no problem at all. The table's also very, very old. You crack it open and you find what appears to be another book. It is somewhat similar, but characteristically different to the one that was found earlier. So you can presume that it is a spell book of some kind.
Right. Okay. You said there was 23 gold pieces with the loot.
So 47 on the table.
Oh, 47. Okay, 47 gold. All right.
Arlen, what are you doing?
Arlen was just kind of hanging back, looking at kind of all the bits of skeletons, but also while everybody else is kind of in the other room, she's just like grimacing at her own wound. And I think she'll go ahead and heal it because it's hurting quite a bit.
Absolutely.
She'll cast just healing word on herself.
Okay.
And we'll get 6 points, which will take her to 4.
Excellent. As you're in that room, you can see again that the skeletal alchemist has ribs that are dipped in gold.
Hmm.
They're shiny.
Would she break them off?
Yeah, if you want to. So you find that like when you try, it easily breaks. And you collect 6 ribs, and they are worth 5 gold pieces each.
So much treasure. I was gonna say we're in the wrong kind of business, but no, we're in the right kind of business. We're good guys.
Yes, we are in the right kind of business, KayBee. We are the guys that take the stuff from the bad guys.
Well, with all that out of the way, I suppose we should get heading back to town now that we're done here.
All right. You do get the sense that you've explored all that you can down here. So you move back up to the first floor. This is a very large house. You have definitely not explored the entire thing, but you also do feel that whatever disquiet was in the house, you have certainly settled it.
Now, did you tell us before that the upper levels were, I guess the walls and ceiling may have had holes in them?
Yes.
So probably not hospitable for long-term occupation upstairs, right?
No, this house is in great disrepair. It would take a lot of love and attention to make it into a suitable shelter. As the group of you begin to make your way out and you head towards the main room here, you do find, can I get perception checks from everybody?
And I think before we leave, I might send Friend to fly around the outside, look in windows, and pop in any holes to see if anything's out in the upper rooms.
Okay, sounds good. That's 11 perception from Garen, 14 from Arlen, 4 from KayBee, 18 from Finn, and an 18 from Friend. Okay. So Friend doesn't really get anything. Friend does get the sense that there might be some kind of animal up in the attic, but it's really hard to tell and it seems kind of dangerous. So Friend would probably not naturally want to seek that out. Finn, with an 18 perception, you definitely see that there are some dusty footprints. And you remember them from before. There were 2 sets of footprints. One had gone left and one had gone towards the stairs.
I see the same footsteps, the dusty ones from before, but I don't know if... I think they're the same. They looked about the same.
Wait. We found the corpse that went to the left. We never
Yes.
found a corpse for the one that went forward.
True. We
They
had...
went up the stairs.
Perhaps.
Perhaps they did, yeah.
Should we take a look before we go?
I think it's wise.
Yeah,
Don't
are we
want to
talking
report
about on the map or going this way?
that.
I
Talking about.
think going up these stairs.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Well, the footprints go up this way, I believe, right?
No, they go up here.
Oh, up the stairs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. And this is the treacherous footing that might crack under our feet, right?
Yes. You know that it is not very safe up here.
Well, I'm extremely light. I would think I send the owl around. I don't want to send it into danger, but if any of the flooring looks unstable, I will cautiously consider peeking around corners and going there.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Well,
light.
then, KB,
KB,
he's gonna.
being a carpenter, you would definitely surmise that this ground here is going to break at any weight.
Okay, I point that
Mhm.
out to my friends that it's
Okay.
extremely dangerous. If we can find a board or something to stretch across the shaky floor there, that'd be great.
Is there a board nearby that we can trust?
Absolutely. There's a lot of debris here everywhere. Like the walls
Okay.
are broken down, the ceiling's caved in. However,
Well-
you do notice that the footprints go to the right.
Mhm.
All right,
Okay.
KB, before you go too far,
Yep.
Garen's gonna take out his rope and tie it around KB's waist, and he's gonna beat it down as KB's going. That way, if he falls, he won't fall too far. Hopefully.
Sweet.
Safety belt.
Yep.
Hmm.
So from where we stand, what are these here? Are those doors? Are these stairs or windows? What are
So
those?
those are windows. You see to your right, there are 3 doors. There's one right next to you, and then there's 2
Oh.
more further down. Sorry, I didn't do this very well. There you go.
And where did the footsteps lead?
The footsteps lead to the last door, the end of the hallway.
Nice. So I'll pause at each door and give it a listen.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
And then carefully, quietly step down.
Okay. You don't hear anything?
Quietly. Sneaky sneak.
You hear gentle, muffled sounds.
Can I make out what it is? Sound like somebody's sleeping?
Sounds like
Somebody
someone's
breathing?
struggling a tiny bit.
Struggling. So I turn back to Garen, and I try to remember that he was teaching me some of his secret language, and I'm trying to remember it, and I probably can't remember it correctly. But I'm pointing at the door, and I'm pointing at my ear. I can hear something, and I make a little symbol of a person, and they're going like this. So I don't know if he has any idea what I'm saying.
KayBee,
Garen kind of scratches his head a little bit, and he's like, okay, maybe.
KayBee, as you're turning to face Garen and do all of this, you hear a small crunch underneath your foot, and you realize you've stepped on a key.
I smile, pick it up, look at it. Does it look like it'll fit in the door?
Yes.
Right size?
Yes.
Yeah,
Gently
Garen-
try the knob.
It's
See
locked.
if it's locked. I'll put the key in there. And very quietly turn it.
Okay. Click. It unlocks.
Now listen. Anything.
You hear muffled noises getting stronger.
Back to my friends. I slide out my sword.
You open the door.
Open the door. Swing it open.
All right, you swing the door open. And what you see is a man in a decayed bedroom. He seems to be alive, bound, and gagged. He is clad only in undergarments and appears to have no weapons or equipment.
Oh, I see Arlen's coming up behind me. Arlen, be careful. Watch out.
All right.
Somebody's tied up. So I check out the floor around us. before we go in.
Hmm. It does seem unstable in places.
Okay. Try to be careful where I step. And if there's any place where I think it may be weaker and more of a risk for Arlen to step on, I point that out to her
Okay.
as I make my way in.
Yeah, you're definitely able. So on the map, you can see there is shaded
that's
areas.
actually, gotcha.
Yeah.
I point that out and avoid it. What's this here? Fireplace?
It appears to be.
Aaron would have had to move forward at some point to give KayBee slack.
Yeah, it just appears to be a fireplace.
Okay. Well, if I don't see anything else in the room that appears to be a threat, I'm going to go up to the guy
Okay.
and stop in front of him and give him a good look.
Okay.
What do I see? What kind of person is he?
He appears to be quite scratched up. He's not wearing any clothes other than undergarments. He looks quite enthusiastic and he's pleading at you with large eyes. You see that he is bound and gagged. There is a cloth shoved into his mouth.
I pulled it out of his mouth. Are you okay, buddy? What happened?
Hello! Oh, heavens, please, you must rescue me. Oh, the people in this house, they are very bad people.
I know, right? And I kind of step back a little bit and put my hands on my hips and say, don't worry, heroes are here.
Oh, my hero!
Yes, yes. And you can see him squirming on the ground and he's trying to turn so that you can get to his vines. Please, free me.
How do I know you're not one of them?
What? How dare you?
What's your name?
I'm here in my undergarments. My name is Ned. Ned Shakeshaft.
So does it seem to me, in my gut, my heart of hearts, that he seems to be... Does he seem to be genuine?
Roll me an insight check.
Insight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sit there and tap my chin. Arlen, what do you think?
Can I insight check him
Yeah,
as well?
anybody can. I would say that Garen and Finn need to move closer to here. 17.
I think Garen would move closer, having heard conversation and a clear...
Well, Ned, I'm not the senior hero here, so I need to defer to my superiors. What do you guys think? Should we vote?
So, Arlen, this guy does seem pretty shooken up. It's pretty cold. The sea wind is just bursting through the broken walls here, and like, who would do this to themselves? This is really uncomfortable here, and it seems pretty convincing. With a 17 insight, it's kind of hard to tell because this person is obviously in some kind of distress. They are very, very excited that you're here.
So, what exactly were you doing that caused them to tie you up?
Oh, I'm a traveler from Seaton. I entered this house yesterday to find a place to sleep. During my journey to Saltmarsh, I was hoping to find work as an adventurer. I tried entering through the back door, and when I got to the kitchen, someone attacked me from behind.
And that's the last thing you remember before waking up here?
Yes. They bound me, gagged me, took my possessions.
So you wouldn't mind if we took you to Saltmarsh?
Oh, please do.
Okay.
He seems alright.
And based on Arlen's guidance, I'm going to cut his bonds and loosen him.
Oh,
Well, Ned,
thank you.
welcome to an adventurer's life.
Very shakily, Ned gets up. He rubs his wrists. He shakes. And he... What is everyone's passive perception?
Like 13.
Lower than that.
15.
Okay.
10.
I don't know where my passive perception is.
It will be on your character sheet on the left,
Beneath your saving throws.
beneath your saving throws.
So, right away, I turn into friend mode, and I'm sharing a ration with him. I'm going to mark off a ration.
Okay, excellent. He sits down and he enthusiastically scarfs it. With your passive perception, Garen, you notice he keeps looking at you particularly.
Oh, thank you. This is delicious. Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, my belongings must be here somewhere.
Yeah, we'll take a look. What are you missing?
Well, missing my boots, my backpack. You know, just standard things.
Looking Garen up and down.
Huh. What are your names? Who are you?
Oh, I'm KayBee.
KayBee. Thank you.
Holding up a piece of the bread that you've shared.
And I point to all my friends and say, and this is Erilyn, and this is Garen, and this is Finn, and then we have another friend, Jem. She's went back to town with the prisoner. We caught one of the bad guys.
Uh,
You're gonna be okay,
uh,
Ned.
did you the bad guys? Did you take care of them?
We like knocked him
Yes.
about and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, we've killed all but the one we took captive yesterday.
Yeah.
you
we,
killed them?
we killed them.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I see. And he seems to get kind of nervous looking at the group of you.
Why are you so unsettled?
wait, you're not going to kill me too, are you?
Oh no.
You haven't.
You were a
haven't-
prisoner, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
You haven't given us reason to
Yeah. You
think
haven't.
you're hostile.
You haven't given us a reason to attack you yet. So.
Yes.
Is there something you're not telling us?
Oh, I'm just
You're unarmed. We're not going to harm you.
yes.
Oh,
If you don't mind, I would very much like to leave this place. I'm quite unsettled here.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, let's see if we can find your stuff.
All right. In the interest of time, we will say that you begin to pick through the rooms one by one, and you find a particular room over here.
He's not missing a floor length leather coat, is he?
So this room appears to have been used for storage. A large, ill-made oak chest stands under a window, its lid closed. Everywhere else in the room, there are 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. These garments have collected little dust, appearing to have been placed here only recently. So you just find some clothes for the most part.
I'm
And
sure he could use some of the clothes.
yeah, he
No.
says, "Oh, these are mine," and he plops the boots on. They fit perfectly.
Is anything
Hmm.
important missing?
Do you ask him that?
Yes.
He begins to pat himself down and he pulls out a small flask. Says, wine. And he takes a swig of it. He offers it to KayBee.
Oh, wow, that's very nice of you. Thank you. I'll take a sip.
Okay. It tastes like cheap wine.
Oh, that's delicious. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Did you say the clothing was what was in the oak chest?
Yeah, so in this room there just appears to be rotten clothing, laundry soiled.
Yeah.
You find an inordinate number of wool socks, apparently.
Mm.
I mean, that's what it says here.
They have a thing for wool socks, I guess.
They're making a run on the local economy.
All right.
All right.
So what would the party like to do? Ned seems interested in going back to Saltmarsh.
All right.
Yeah, I think on the side, KayBee would definitely be investigating more, asking Ned who he is, where he's from, what is he up to, what does he do, that kind of thing. We'll do that
Okay.
on our journey.
Yeah.
I think after we get out of the building, but before we really set off, if KayBee gives him an opportunity to, Garen would prod him about why you, Ned, why are you looking so carefully at me?
Oh. That is an interesting coat.
Yes, I found it after we took care of some of the bandits.
I see. Well, it suits you. Fits you very nicely.
Thank you.
And Ned will try to encourage y'all to leave. Very anxious to get going. You do know that you have a number of rooms to explore.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. He is insistent on leaving.
So do we want to
I think we want to be
Leave.
thorough, though, right?
yeah, I kind of want to be thorough. Do we just hand wave and say we've explored them unless there's something interesting?
If he wants, we can one of us can stand on the side with him.
Okay.
Friend can protect him.
Friend. Yeah.
Friend?
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. He's like, yeah, I would definitely prefer to be outside. Thank you. That is so kind.
All right.
Mhm.
So we proceed to carefully but quickly search the rest of the house.
Okay.
Yeah. To include a detect magic walkthrough, just a walkthrough in case there's anything.
Okay.
So
I will
with-
hand
with
wave
glowing
this.
hands.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool,
with
cool.
glowing hands.
I will hand wave this. So you pick through basically an assortment. This is a very large house. It's 3 stories tall. And we'll say that if there are creatures, you just avoid them. So there are a number of pests still throughout. You find 2 potions of healing. You find 2 cut pieces of blue quartz that are 10 gold each. Hope someone's writing this down. You find 2 small pouches of alchemical powders that are 5 gold each. You find... creepy porcelain doll that is costumed to look like a sailor. It has 2 eyes that are made from pieces of jade worth 10 gold pieces each. And that is it.
And that doll's magical?
No.
I don't think we want that, guys.
None of it's magical.
Oh. But doesn't it give you a nice warm feeling inside
No.
the doll?
No.
Uh,
I had a haunted doll attack me once. And I'd like not to repeat that.
oh, yeah, okay. So that's fine.
Only caught the last 2, but we can watch the VOD to
Yeah.
get the loot.
Okay. So as the group of you gather together after scouring through this haunted house, which you are very certain is not haunted at all, and if it was, perhaps it had something to do with the skeletal alchemist that is now slain. KayBee, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You share a telepathic bond with Friend, don't you?
Only when it's a mode. I have to like turn it on.
Okay.
So not all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time.
By the time that the group goes outside, you find that Ned is gone. And you don't see Friend anywhere.
That's okay. Fred will be back. I can bring Fred back in time. But where's Ned? I wonder if Ned got hungry. Fred doesn't have very much meat on him.
Are there any like tracks or anything that we can see?
Yes. So you are now at the front of the house. Take you to the map. Doo-doo-doo. Group of you.
Roll survival. Or no, I've got expertise on survival. I should use that. So 25 to try to find any
Okay,
tracks.
yeah, absolutely. So Garen, you instantly find tracks, and they are running away from the house down the path that you think is just in the general direction of Saltmarsh.
Hmm.
And actually, just in case Friend is within 100 feet of me, I try to close my eyes and look through Friend's eyes.
Okay.
If Friend is within 100 feet, I might be able to do that.
Okay. As you try to activate this telepathic link with your familiar, you find it is unsuccessful. Friend is either too far away or has been unsummoned.
Poof.
Yeah, Garen would point out the tracks. Yeah, he went down the path at a run.
Yeah.
Or we could see who runs faster.
Do you guys think he was a bad guy after all? Is he tricksy?
I don't know.
It's
certain.
weird that he ran.
It is a little bit, but
I'm sorry if I made a mistake.
No,
no,
you're fine.
no, KayBee, you're fine.
Don't worry.
Could
No.
also be he thinks we're the bad guys.
He could also think that we could just bring him out here and just take care of him. So
That would
Yeah.
be odd.
He said he got bonked. Maybe he didn't see any of them.
maybe.
You would have noticed
Perhaps.
a big bonk on the back of his head. A bump would have been formed.
Perhaps we shouldn't worry about it, and maybe we can go back to the basement and load up the boat with some of that stuff and bring it back to town.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think Hannah's going to be happy.
I think so.
Mm.
All right. So the party will join efforts and begin to load up that dinghy that you found at the bottom of the cave system. So the screen fades to black, and we have a little montage of everyone working together to fill up the ship. Would you like to? I'll say you can prioritize bringing the casks or prioritize bringing the fabrics for one trip. What would you like?
Do the heavier stuff.
Yeah, so probably the barrels.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, so you load it up with the barrels. There are quite a few. And you begin to push the boat out into the ocean and make your way towards Saltmarsh. Who would like to be in charge of rowing? I think everyone said no one has water proficiency for vehicles.
I don't.
Correct.
I mean, I swim. I don't sail.
Yep.
Is it intelligence based?
Or-
Yeah, what is it?
Because I could try to big brain it.
I have strength.
I'm gonna say for a loaded ship, it's gonna just be strength.
Okay, I have. My highest stat is strength.
Okay, go ahead and roll me athletics.
Athletics.
And we'll give you the help action, so someone else is rowing with you.
Oh, I don't know if I'll need it, but we'll see. Oh, maybe I will.
So 17, that's pretty good. Okay. So as you are making your way towards Saltmarsh, we see the dinghy coasting along, and the sun is beginning to set. You see a fine cascade of orange and fiery red and gold on the horizon. And then the screen fades to black. Managed to make it back to Henneris, no problem. And you were given a place to stay for the rest of the night. As the group of you begin to bed down, after a long day in a haunted house, nearly facing death, Finn, you had drawn the Fates card last time.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You get to alter an event in a manner you so please.
I think the best I really could come up with at this point for Finn, at least up until that point, was that he could I guess stood out more to the person that we talked to, that me and Garen talked to, as sort of like, I've been researching some of this undead stuff for a while, a lot of this necromancy stuff for a while, and since he had ghost stories to tell and he was going to tell these ghost stories, I sort of kind of came out and said, oh yeah, I've heard of this and in this book and that book, and I feel like there was a little bit more of a conversation between two of us, where I became a little bit more noticeable in his eyes.
Yeah. So in Candlelight, Eleander Fireborn, the captain of the guard here in Saltmarsh, is currently sitting at his desk, and the station around him is mostly quiet. You have the midnight shift coming in, and a scout approaches him. Says, "Sir, I've got a report. I think you want to take a look at this." He says, "Very well." Takes it. And it has mentions of undead in a nearby area. And as Eleander Fireborn looks out towards the window, he sees across the street is the Wicker Goat, where he had met, not 2 days ago, Finn Carson, someone who had mentioned that he is a researcher, seeking out undead and necromantic magic, to destroy it, to end it. And for a moment, Eleander Fireborn considers a new task for you. Perfect person for this job. And then the screen fades to black. Arlen, as you're winding down for the night, you, in your private chamber up in the upper level of the Wicker Goat, you're sitting in front of a fireplace. You have in your hands cursed sword. Flames seem brighter now on the red steel of this blade. It is satisfied. It is pleased with what you have done. You also get a sense of disappointment. Just a tiny bit. You had stayed your hand. I felt it. The hesitation.
Well, I mean, I've never actually killed another person before. And they were the boss. I thought if we brought them back to town, we'd get more glory, perhaps more gold. So I thought it was better to simply try to knock him unconscious. I think to the sword, though, it's plain that the main concern was she was just afraid to kill someone.
Mm-hmm. Fear will cloud your judgment. Arlen, fear is a choice, and you must choose. Sacrifices must be made. Glory does not come cheaply. True glory. You want to be remembered. You want to be someone important. Do you not?
Yes.
Well, fortunate for you, I have friends. These friends will help you. You are
Who are they?
You are not my first apprentice, Arlen Ruvalath, and you will not be my last. I will summon them, and they will make you stronger.
You have drawn the Rogue card.
Ooh, what's that do?
An NPC begins to work against you.
Oh, great.
It's gonna be fine, I'm sure.
Another bad card.
Yes. You're very good at collecting bad cards. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna get them all.
And then the screen fades to black. KayBee. After a long day, you are now in the Wicker Goat, winding down. The establishment is starting to get sleepy little by little. What are you doing? How are you feeling? Friend has not come back.
That's okay. I can get friend back. So if the market was open, I would have gone and tried to purchase the components required to cast the Find Familiar spell again. I think it's 10 gold pieces of charcoal and relatively common items, incense and herbs and things like that.
Okay.
And if I had acquired that, I'd be sitting up in our room and just sitting at the old beaten up table and chair there, my little legs swinging back and forth as I lay out all the materials and I cast the spell.
Okay. So you don't quite
summon
make
him.
it back from the market. So as you're
Okay.
kind of shopping around, you do see that it's starting to get quite dark. The sky has turned more of a purple shade now as the later hours of the evening draw on. And while you're in the market, number of shops are beginning to close, and there is the final rush of traffic as people are moving through. You hear a commotion off to the side. It sounds like someone is in distress.
Oh, call to heroes. I trot out there.
Okay. As you rush, you can see that there appears to be a ring of spectators. And you want to push through?
I'll weave through, little guy.
Yeah,
weaving through,
absolutely no
stepping-
problem. And as you do, you can see that there are two individuals that are locked in what appears to be a violent duel. You see that.
Do I recognize?
So as you look at them, you can see that one appears to be a human sailor of some sort. They both have blades drawn, and they are locked and both bleeding profusely. The other individual, however, you instantly recognize. They are a Kenku. They are dressed in very finely made armor. You can see that there is the crest of some lord on their chest. And as you burst through the line of spectators, they look at you. This large, beady eye fixates on you, recognizing you.
Oh, they recognize
They
me.
recognize you, and you recognize them. This is a Kenku by the name of Quick. This is someone that you met sometime in the past, perhaps at home or on one of your earliest adventures. You have mostly associated this person to be someone that has connections to your wife. Someone that they have traveled alongside, battled alongside, someone that they trust. You had drawn the Knight card. You have the equivalent of a level 4 fighter who is deathly loyal to you. And they are currently about to die. What do you do?
So, Quick. No, his name is Quick.
Yes.
Quick, my friend, Quick. Hey, what are you doing to my friend? And I'm kind of like immediately upset, and I cast the spell under the feet of the other dude. I cast the grease spell directly underneath the feet of the other dude to make him slip.
Okay, yeah, this absolutely works. So they all tumble down, and it is quite a commotion. They get completely covered, smothered in this grease, and it immediately diffuses the situation. And the sailor begins to scramble away as you can hear the thump, thump, thump of guards approaching.
Quick, let him go. Don't need to fight.
You know Quick to be a very quiet individual. Kenku are known for their expert mimicry. They tend to pick up the speech patterns of other creatures. They never have original voices or noises. They borrow the speech of others. Quick has never spoken out loud. And
It's okay, Quick. I've got friends.
you see that Quick is in distress. And he seems comforted that you're here.
Are you hurt? Do you need a little touch of magic?
You can see that Quick is visibly bleeding.
Come with me. I pick up his weapon and I hand it to him, and although he's taller than me, I kind of like put my arm around him and kind of encourage him. Come with me.
Okay.
You'll be okay, Quick.
You take Quick back to the Wicker Goat.
Yes.
Okay. So you finish your shop. You have finished your shopping. You get everything that you needed. And you bring a new companion, the Wicker Goat. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for the raids and all of the follows. Oh my gosh, what a show of support. Very, very much appreciated. I'm going to take a real quick opportunity here to introduce everyone that's at the table. Please tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of our session was. And we're going to go ahead and start with Emma.
Hi, everybody. I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Emma Panada, or in Stella's Discord as Emma Panada. I just started streaming TTRPGs on my own channel. We have 2 campaigns that are going right now, one of which is Curse of Strahd, run by Matihi, who's in the chat right now, who's an incredible GM. And the other one is a Kids on Bikes game run by me. And we've had a session 0 for that, and we should have our session 1 here in a couple weeks. And those should be a great time. Also, we've had an incredible show of support since I started streaming the TTRPGs. So I actually have a dice giveaway going on Twitter right now. So if you click on my Twitter and look at my pinned tweet and you want to like and retweet it, then you're entered into the giveaway. I'm giving away 2 sets of dice from a Black queer-owned dice business, and yeah, I'd love to spread the love.
Excellent, thank you. And you can find her links there in chat. Thank you.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part. My favorite part was, God, I love my little interactions with Finn. Of like Finn almost dying, and then afterwards getting a little lesson of like, Finn, no, you're supposed to do this. It's a fun dynamic.
Mm-hmm. The Apprentice. Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. Find me here every other Wednesday, and also you can find me every Sunday over at Greyhawk Tales, one word, where we've got another Greyhawk game going. So definitely join us over there and see that on Sunday. It's 12 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, really enjoying this game. I think today there was a couple moments that really stood out to me, and I don't want to steal all the glory and thunder, but I have to say I really like to see the tension of combat and running along the edge, those heroic moments. I think Finn had some dramatic moments today, and that was really awesome. Love that tension. Also, just Arlen with the sword. That is a story that's unfolding that I think is just going to be amazing and delightful. So that also was a lot of fun. It's great.
Excellent. Thank you. Next, we have GodfatherWraith.
Hey, so yeah, I'm Godfather. There was a lot to like today. There really was, but well, my dad went by the nickname of Tool Time when I was a kid. So the Tool Time reference that KayBee had it touched my heart.
Aww.
I absolutely love that.
Aw, thank you. Yes, KayBee is awesome. Very unique character. I love him. Next, we have Zombie Fighter 89.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie. I am Z. I do various clips and such for everyone in the communities that I am part of and lucky to be a part of. My favorite moment probably from today was sort of the bickering back and forth between me and Arlen of just like, what, Finn, you just almost died. What are you doing? And I'm like, this is undead. I can do this. And then immediately me hitting like a nat 20 and destroying a goddamn zombie, or not a zombie, but like animated, skeleton. I like that moment, and I'm just, and I'm sort of enjoying this whole everyone sort of just kind of, we're starting to kind of gel better, as a team, and I'm really liking the team dynamic as well. But yeah, I think though I don't really want to say too much of my stuff was really great, but like I did sort of enjoy being able to peek a little bit behind the whole like me almost dying and sort of more revealing with my with more backstory stuff. But yeah, and then anything with KayBee is just great. I love KayBee so much.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. My favorite part's all of the loot that y'all got. You got some really cool stuff. I can't wait to see how that
Amazing.
develops. So we're not quite done with this adventure yet. We finished the first chapter, which is called The Haunted House. And next time we're going to be starting on chapter 2, The Sea Ghost. Gonna be a great time.
Wait, we're not done with the adventure?
We're not done with the adventure, baby. We're only halfway
What?
through. Yeah.
Halfway.
So I do want to give a quick shout out to Nisa. Unfortunately, Nisa wasn't available to join us. She has been doing work stuff. You can find her on Twitter at Nisa Vibes. Her link is there in the chat, as well as the links to everybody else here. Please follow them. They are super awesome people, and hang out with them.
Nisa is very awesome if you're into, as she puts it, Final Fantasy 14 shitposting.
Yes, exactly.
She's the perfect Twitter for you.
I love it.
Yes.
With Final Fantasy 14 becoming more and more popular recently, for all the memes you need, go to see Nisa.
Yes. And if you want to hang out with us, if you want to get into some games, I'm Stella Luna. Thank you so much for being here. If you like TTRPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, I like to run different games here through marathons, through one-shots, and I like to invite anybody to the table, even if you've never had streamed experience, even if you've never played a TTRPG before. We are a learning community. We are happy to help teach you and try to get you comfortable at the table and just play games, have fun. And if that's something that interests you, you can hop into our Discord where we do all of the organizing there. And I also believe in paying our game masters. I do host a number of different marathons where I invite people to run games and I pay you. And if you've ever wanted a paid gig, check us out. You can follow us on Twitter. You can up into our Discord there. So we'll be back with Secrets of Saltmarsh, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday afterwards. If you want to see more of me, I will be back on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Unbound, which is our original 5th edition D&D campaign using adventures from Uncaged Anthology. Uncaged Anthology is a collection of adventures that subvert tropes around mythological creatures and beings that are women. We do have a brand new YouTube. Please check it out. We are actually finished uploading season 1 of Unbound there, and we are going to be uploading our Folks and Tales games up there, and we're also going to be uploading the Secrets of Saltmarsh, this campaign, up there as well. So thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone being here. Hope to see you on Friday. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, everybody!
Bye.